No, I ain't check.
Yeah, they came over here. They came over
Yeah,
here and did
I
it.
could say, yeah, we don't really fuck with something like that, and you know what I'm saying? Unless y'all
Right.
over
Nah,
there
nah,
doing
for
it.
real.
Yeah,
I ain't respecting all that shit he doing in your platform. I don't respect that
Nah,
like at all.
yeah, I know, man.
yeah, I can't respect that shit. That nigga ain't finna get no view from me.
Yeah, I know. But
You
see,
know what I'm
that just
saying?
showed that
Fuck
he
him.
fear. That showed that he feared our little video
He
online.
afraid. He's scared. He's scared of you. That's fear. I recognize that shit as fear.
Yeah. We just went
Yeah,
live now.
man.
How correct? We just went live.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man. Like so. Yeah, man. When it comes to those concepts dealing with that shit, man, we just need.
Okay. So
Yeah,
also we
when it
we
comes to
missed a
those
lot of
concepts, man.
we missed a lot of the conversation with the information.
Yeah, when it comes to that information, though, it's like we got to start upgrading our information. Like a lot of our religious concepts come from the Bronze Age. You know, in a time where niggas didn't even really know too much about the world around them like that. And it's like, how are we basing 2022 off some shit that happened 3,000, 4,000 years ago, man? Like that shit's
Right.
yeah,
That's why you got to bring it into the realm of science. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
For real.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of people who don't believe in the Bible and they judge us from the Bible. They try to judge us from stuff people did 2,000 years ago. You know, and we can't do that because we don't live like they lived 2,000 years ago. You know, so we ain't stoning people out for no rapes and shit. Hell, we go to prison for some shit like that. The law of the land is different.
I had
But
to
they
come
try to
back.
hold us accountable
I
for.
still got a 15-minute drive, so I came back. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Oh, go ahead. What you got going?
No. I'm just driving. I'm listening now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So both sides do it. You know, and like you were saying, the book got some good moral stories in it and principles in it. That's what you take from it. I mean, like I say, why waste all your time trying to dig up some bones and shit to see if this person really did? Right? A lot of us can't go back five or six generations and know our
Right.
great
Right.
grandparents, great greats, but that don't mean they didn't exist. Or your ass wouldn't be here. There's got to
I
be some
actually
kind of trail.
Right. I actually believe that the atheists are more fanatic. You know what I'm saying? They're more fanatic, bro.
Uh huh. Yeah. Well, I think we all got to learn how to not be so judgmental on each other's views. And, some people get personal with it. That's when it's time to take a break, man. Time to go and get off the air, man. We got to start getting personal instead of just be like, okay, well, I was wrong, or well, if I was right, I was right. But it ain't the end of the world. I ain't gonna always be right, and I ain't gonna always be wrong. But I yield. What y'all think? Everybody quiet? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you right. You right. If y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we hear you, Paul.
All right. I mean, even with Ruben and I knew, man, it ain't too many times they could tell you that I've been, incorrect. At least on the information that we've been talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. When it boils down to it, we all
I ain't
got
catch that view what you said.
all of us. We all got biblical. A lot of us grew up on biblical morals and views from our parents.
Yep.
But that don't mean because we don't. We okay now. We're not a Christian. That don't mean we got to throw the book away because it ties. Some of the stuff has built us up who we are today. Your morals, This, so I don't say throw the Bible away. But here's a question.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean,
Uh,
because, bro, whether you believe in that in God or not, you can learn from the Bible, man. Like you said, it got good moral lessons in it, good moral stories. You know what I'm
yep.
saying? For real, you can learn from that. I wouldn't even advise you to throw Mary had a little lamb away. You can learn the lesson in that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So it's like that's why I say I believe the atheist is more fanatic, man, because you can learn from the Bible. You can it's good lessons in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And
ain't
that's
fake as
agreed.
they
I
make it
mean,
out to be.
yeah, agreed, Ruben. And that was even said earlier, a couple of minutes ago, man. The atheists, they really just on attack mode, because they ain't got shit that they believe. So, and I know I said this: if I was an atheist, I would not be. I would not be on the internet arguing with somebody else
Nah,
that
me,
other.
me neither. I ain't, bro. If I was an atheist, I would not even waste my time.
For what?
Yeah, and that's why I keep trying to tell people: if you really don't give a fuck and you don't really care about some shit, you don't put your energy towards it.
Right. Go on about
It's,
your business.
it's that simple. Don't put your energy towards it. Why would you keep constantly throwing your pearls of swine, bro? Fuck them, nigga. They believe in God. You don't, nigga. Take your punk ass on the other way.
I find it fascinating niggas be quoting Bible scriptures and shit. Man. That shit's lovely.
Yeah, that's why I keep. That's why I keep trying to tell people, nigga. I ain't no damn atheist. I know this shit's. I say sound like atheism, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually rooted in the same shit that you believe. It's just I got a different concept. I got a different outlook of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay.
Yep. You got to stand your ground on it too, I know.
And I am.
So what was the Sabio back here talking about?
The same old dumb shit. The stuff that he can't articulate. Dumb shit he can't articulate. Like when we say God is energy, God is light, and then he says energy is just the ability to do work. And then when you ask him, okay, so what's doing the enabling? Now all of a sudden you need me to rephrase the question. Nigga, that's on you that you don't understand proper English. Nigga, what's doing the enabling? If work is if energy is just work over time, then what's causing the enabling of the work to be done? Like, how is that happening? He can't explain that shit because it's just a shot to wave away the whole concept. Oh, energy is just work over time. Nigga, that don't explain shit. That don't explain shit. It sound good, but that don't explain shit.
I seen y'all get on them about what was I getting on about the we trying to tear down the black scholars back there?
Because that's all he talk about is Paul and all these white crack ass scholars all the fucking time, and we just like, bro, it's so many black scholars and shit out here, nigga. You ain't gotta sit here and keep constantly pumping up these crackers, man. Fuck them. That's all he talk about. Paul this, Paul that, Paul this, Paul that. Don't nobody give a fuck about Paul, man. I sure as hell don't. Y'all shouldn't either.
I don't even
Yeah, so I ain't gonna
engage with
lie,
Paul. I
bro.
don't even
Like,
engage with Paul
Yeah,
debates.
that's what I'm saying.
right. I
It
gave
don't
I
even
gave I
interest
gave
me.
that video he shared, bro, a chance, bro. And I watched it, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as they went to talk about they don't believe in soul and the soul, I'm like, well,
Yeah, time to
that's
go.
time to go. That's part of the problem right there.
That's time to go. That's
Let's take time to go.
time to
Yeah.
go.
Hey, you see what I was dealing with Sebastian? I said, how's a R&B singer without a soul?
That's what
This
I'm
is
like.
unheard of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's crazy when you don't believe. Our people have always, believe we have some kind of spirit or soul.
Right, right.
Right.
I don't
Right.
get that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey Ruben. Hey Ruben. I think I only said one thing, and next thing I see, he was like, that nigga said, "Time to go." What? Oh man. I ain't even
Yeah,
say shit.
man,
I said
and
I
man,
said shalom. That's it.
I made Mugabe contradict itself so easy, man. He
Yeah.
talk
That's
about
why.
I don't
That's why he.
believe the ancient men was conceptualizing God with energy and light, and I'm like, I said that like ancient men called Kemet equated God to the sun. They called him Ra. I was like, it's the sun / light energy. Yeah, that's energy. Well, that pretty much contradicts your last statement, sir.
Let me ask you this, Ruben. So do you feel that? I've used Mudawa in a lot of debates as judges. I think he's a fair judge. Would you consider him a fair judge?
Not if he judging my debate. Nah. Anybody
Oh,
else?
all
Yeah,
right.
probably
I
so.
won't put him in there.
Not if he judging my debate. That nigga
Yeah,
hella biased when it comes to not
yeah, he
because fuck
biased when it
him.
comes
Uh,
to knowledge. He'll go
I thought
completely
he was
against the
just. I
science.
won't put.
He'll go
Okay.
completely against the science like he did with a New and Craig debate. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
went completely against the science, but you the science guy. You know what I'm saying? You sit here and lecture us
Oh,
on
y'all use him.
evolution.
Y'all use Mudawa as a science expertise. I mean, I'm just saying, for a debate, and he kind of let y'all down with he wasn't being logical, or
Right. And
yeah.
Oh, Motorball, man. I
Damn,
know, I know
Mudawa
you,
said
I
ain't
know you, I
so.
know you talking to Ruben, man. But no, Motorball been missing the action for a long time. He'll peek his head in for a little bit, but the
I
usual
can tell.
suspects be back there. No, that nigga do not know what the
gotta,
fuck he talking about at all.
Damn, Mudawa. I just got off the phone, Mudawa.
No, that nigga probably lied to you again.
Oh, shit. Him and Uncle West was talking. Me, him, Uncle
Oh.
West, and Apostle.
Hey, hold on. Now, hey, Ruben, am I lying? Did Mudawa not get turned out to be a goddamn financial person?
yeah. Oh yeah, because bro, he'll pick it back on you right quick and then claim your knowledge. Talk about you only started talking about knowledge because I know you didn't. Stop
You
lying.
almost
For real.
sounded like him. Do it
I'm like,
again.
like stop lying, bro. We ain't nobody back here heard you mention nothing about Naga. You know? But yeah, bro, he went against a new one that did the debate he had against Lil Craig on the Panthers, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if
Oh
you the
man.
evolution guy, you of all people supposed to know what a genus is. You know what I'm saying? And it was like you went completely against what the science saying about Panthers, you know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying, the Panthera genus, just because it was a new on the right side of the science. I'm like, come on, bro. That's doing yourself an injustice. Even with a Fabio just now, bro. It's like when he said something that was true, I can't go against what it was true. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I mean, I gotta agree with that, or it's gonna make me
Right.
look stupid. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm like, do I agree with everything he's saying? No, but this right here, this the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and a lot of people need to learn that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna have disagreements here and there. But if JJ says something true, then you look crazy
Yeah,
going
I'm
against
gonna agree
the
with it.
true shit. I might have to back him up on it.
I'm gonna agree with
Right.
him. Like, I don't give a fuck what
For
we
real.
got going on.
It don't
Niggas say
matter
some
what we
true shit,
got
nigga. I
going on.
gotta
The
be like,
truth
yeah,
is
that's the
just the
truth.
truth. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah. That's how I see it.
Yeah, man. And it's we didn't been back and forth with Moody Wide 1,000 times, but like I said, like in the end, when it come to him judging our debates, he might judge other people's debates fairly, but when it come to our debates, no, he won't. He proved that
He
multiple
proved
times.
that
Like
multiple times.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like
like even in the goddess debate, like when I had the goddess debate, he was one of the judges. This is the same nigga I was just in the back chat arguing and cussing the fuck out. It didn't surprise me that this nigga judged against me.
Okay, this was on Information Age, the goddess debate.
Nah, the god that was
it
last
was
then.
here. It was last
That
name.
was my first debate.
And my first debate too. He got me in my first debate. You know what I'm saying? He went completely against his own science. You know
Hey,
what I'm
Ruben,
saying?
but you won. You haven't lost a debate. You 7-0.
Nah,
No, I
bro.
haven't. I
Well,
haven't. But
at least he
it's
didn't
like,
cause you to lose, I guess.
no, he didn't cause me to lose. But I'm like, you're not even keeping it consistent with what you believe. You believe in this
Yeah, I get that
evolution
part.
stuff. You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
what was
But
your
you'll
debate
go
about,
against.
New? The goddess debate. Who'd you debate?
You know the god. See, when we first made when we first came up with the concept, I said that I wanted to debate which came first, the god or the goddess. Which one was worshipped first,
Oh, that
the
was your
god, the god.
commission. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which one was worshipped first, the god or the goddess?
Uh-huh.
Somehow it got changed to Allah and Allah. And
Ooh.
I kept trying to tell y'all like, no, when you put these names in here, you're confining me to a specific time and area. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And I'm talking about the mother goddess code that has been going on for eons and eons, well before they ever start worshiping the male deity.
Because
see what
to be honest, a lot of societies was
matriarchal.
Yeah.
Exactly. All of the original societies were matriarchal, and thus
Right.
the original deity was also matriarchal. So that was the whole basis
Sophia,
of my
would you say
principle.
it's Sophia? What would you say?
Well, I mean, like I said, it just the mother goddess coat is the same mother goddess coat all the way around the planet. It's the same coat. That's the reason why when you go look at those goddesses and look at their attributes, they all got the same exact attributes.
Got the big
Because,
titties and the big butt, the little
yeah,
statue.
that's the Venus statue, and I put that shit in my my debate too. I even gave pictures and showed nigga they finding Venus statues 40,000 years old, 100
Right,
something thousand years old. I'm like, they
right.
ain't found no male deity statues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all of the oldest temples. I'm like, even when we talk about Allah, nigga, she got a temple. Allah don't got one. Allah got an ancient temple. Where's Allah ancient temple? You know what I'm saying? But he's supposed to be the great God, but yet the nigga ain't got no temple. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, that was the whole premise of my debate. Somehow the shit got switched over to Allah and Allah. And so I was like, fuck it, we just went
I
ahead
don't.
and did the shit anyway. So whatever.
Excuse me.
Water under the bridge, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you ask me, I beat the fucking fleas off that nigga because
Sorry.
if you could go
It's that
back and
medical
watch it,
marijuana.
look, if you could go back and watch this shit, you will see that in that debate I have brought
You
out.
where's that, huh?
Hey,
Look,
we can replay that just to go back and take a look. Because you know
uh,
what,
uh,
we have to get better with our judging. That's why I say it's good to go back and look.
yeah,
Sometimes sometimes judges would fall asleep because goddamn the
yeah,
show 5 hours long.
yeah. Like
Yeah, yeah. I remember
if you
Yasser
look at
fell
my
asleep on your
debate, right?
debate.
If you look at that debate, right? I bought out some Sanskrit, from India, and it was dealing with the Om symbol, and I was showing and proving how Allah actually came from this Om symbol, and the Om symbol is actually feminine. You see what I'm saying? And well, it's feminine in the Hindu practice. You see what I'm saying? And
God damn, Mudawa ran off the stage. Hey, Mudawa, get back in here, man.
so if you notice, when I showed y'all that shit, a couple of weeks later, after the debate, this nigga commission demonstrating with the same information, acting like this was the fuck he brought to the table. And I'm like, damn, nigga, this is the same shit that I was sitting here telling you what it is, and you sat here and denied the shit right on camera. Then you know what I'm saying? The whole time I was sitting here saying, look, the mother goddess coat is the same coat around the world. Isis, Ishtar, Astarte, wherever you go with it. He said, no, that's wrong. You can't do that. You can't do that. Then the nigga turned around and said, Ra and Allah is the same person. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the
Who
gander.
was who were the judges for that debate? Was that the tag team debate? Was that you and Henry?
Yeah, it was a tag team debate.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Henry kind of messed it up for you.
Yeah, everybody say
yeah,
that.
man. So
Everybody
you know how
telling
to
me
fight.
that.
You fight hard, bro. But I mean, I ain't knocking Henry because I heard he became a good debater nowadays. I heard he
Oh,
whooped up
well, I
Chris
don't know about that,
Harris.
but yeah.
They said he beat up Chris Harris. Who else was they said
He beat up Chris Harris.
But that ain't really nobody though, man. But shit, Chris Harris.
I
But
would have to witness that myself. I
hey,
just
they
can't
said,
even. What?
yeah, that's what they said, man. Hey, they said he whooped him so bad, he started cussing out Ivory. You know what I'm
What?
saying? Chris Harris started calling her a black bee and all that. Yeah,
What?
I want to see that footage. Yeah, I mean that's the legend. That's the legend. You know how legends go. As allegedly,
Well,
that's what they say.
in Henry defense, he is an ex-Naga, so I mean,
Yeah, you go. Shit.
he is an ex-Naga. I mean,
So he
what
probably
can you
did whoop
really
Chris.
expect from
He
the
just
nigga?
got once you get used to his slower type of drawing style, you get over that and you listen to the information. That's Chris just don't stand on anything. At least I don't think he do. Would you put him in a class? Who have you seen Chris Harris beat? Honestly,
Shit, I'm gonna be honest with you. Chris Harris boring as fuck. I'll never watch that nigga.
that's another thing.
He boring. And I tell people all the time, nigga, that shit's boring. Why you think I started doing documentaries instead of PowerPoints? Shit's boring. Nobody want to sit there and watch your sixth grade reading level ass sit here and struggle over fucking words.
Hey, you gotta keep it entertaining and funny.
You gotta keep it entertaining, bro. That's why I put music and visuals and shit, niggas, fucking lights and cart.
Bought some of that, whatever you call it, that chocolate candy that schools be selling.
Nah. Shit, we might buy that shit. But yeah, man, like that shit crazy, man. I was wondering like how in the hell, because Henry beat somebody else too though, didn't he? He debated somebody else before Chris Harris. He debated somebody else.
Your show, your show. Yeah, debated your show from the source.
Who?
Your show from the source.
They beat your show?
And bro, he put him in the corner he couldn't get out of.
Hey, that's what everybody was saying, cuz that's what people were saying. I don't know, I ain't watching, but that's what they were saying, that you sure got beat up by Henry, and I was like, wow.
I mean, I saw that.
I haven't seen neither one of these. But I'm just saying the legend of Henry. They say he out here. Hey, they say he out here. Hey, you're sharp now. I'm not saying it happened. Hey,
right.
You know, so hey, I had to see it for believe it myself.
I had to see it for myself. Like
I believe
him being Deshaun and Chris Harris. I have to see that for myself. Like
I believe if there was a debate again, Yashar probably get him. I think Yashar underestimated Henry.
Underestimated him.
And you can't do that shit.
Oh, you seen it, huh, Ruben?
Yeah, I saw that one. Now the other ones I haven't saw. I saw a little bit of the one with King
Sutton. People get the misconcept because we used to call him retarded Henry. And so people assume that when we say retarded, we mean he's stupid. No, that's not what the hell we're talking about. We're saying retarded like in the fact that he won't stop. Like this nigga, he won't grow. He won't move from this position. That's what makes him retarded. We ain't saying the nigga stupid. The nigga ain't dumb by a long fucking shot. And if you underestimate that nigga, he gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, so they sure said he
wow.
I ain't hear the one about the Shar, but I'm talking about Chris Harris. Yeah, he said Chris Harris got so mad he cut that out.
They drove that boy Yashar and fucking Ampu so long about that shit. Man, they drove that boy. They drove that boy, cuz. And that's why I'm like, you get beat by Harry there. I'm like, it's better for you not to even debate that nigga. Because if you lose to him, nigga, you're going to be the laughing stock. So it is what it is.
See, to me, it's about debate styles. Matchups. You know, everybody don't match up good. They don't match up good. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know how your opponent debated. Maybe they never paid no attention to him. You ain't gonna prepare for a debate. I'll say, are you gonna prepare the same way for Ron Shields as you would a Black Jesus minister?
Hell yeah.
You gonna prepare the same way?
Hell yeah.
Nah,
okay,
I feel like,
let me say two things, man. Let me say two things.
I feel like I prepare kind of the same way for every debate. You know what I'm saying? But I do prepare for a debate the same way all the time, but I do also incorporate my opponent's strengths and weaknesses into my preparation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I go do a little homework on them, and it might change up. It might change up the game plan from debate to debate, you know what I'm saying, depending on who I'm going against, because you have to take into account who you're going against.
Yeah. You know somebody gonna be throwing all them ad homs that you can't let that affect you. But sometimes you
speaking on that, because
they want you to focus on that, and that's what Chris Harris did. Chris Harris didn't do an ad hom, but what he did to Zion Lex, he got him way off the goddamn topic. They was debating something that everybody was like, what the hell they talking about?
It's like when I was debating Lex Vortex, you right? Nigga, go back and watch that shit. I whooped that nigga ass, bro. That nigga ain't bring shit to the table. He ain't bring shit to the table. He ain't prove shit. All he did was sit there and, this is the process of light. This isn't God. Denial is not proof, my nigga. Denial's not proof.
Hey, let me
You know what
say
I'm
let
saying?
me say something real quick. Hey, not to
That
cut
was a
you off,
good
I knew.
debate.
Hey, but
You
me,
end up being
I
flawed.
am not no great debater. I must be on mute, yo. I swear I'm
No, we
No,
talking.
no,
hear you.
you good.
Oh, okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, me, I ain't no great debater. I'm a procrastinator. I put my shit together an hour before the shit about to start, and it might be 4 to 6 slides.
Uh,
But it's still gonna be it's still gonna be the kill shots. You know what I'm
You
saying? I
hitting them
remember
with that one hour instant work, huh?
yeah, hey, the instant grits, man. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna do. But now that I see that how niggas gonna do it, I mean, the next time I debate somebody, it's gonna be what it's got to be. You know what I'm saying? Because you can ask, you can. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, I'm a super procrastinator, especially if it's about something I really don't care about. But I only debated about Egypt. You know, everybody know I do not care about Egypt. You know,
Right.
it don't matter. But in these back chats, I still be putting my foot off in these niggas' asses.
It just need to be documented. You
Yeah,
know.
it just need to be. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, the assholes you putting on need to be documented. You know,
But
these
I
brothers.
actually think you could get a win in that Egyptian lane. You know what I'm saying? If you pick the right topic, you got to play to
Yeah,
your
I mean,
strength.
or put in the time. Yeah,
Right, but you done already put in the time on the hieroglyphs. You done already put the time in. You
yeah,
know what I'm
and
saying? So,
yeah. I mean,
but
I do be checking some of these Egyptomaniacs on the damn meta nature. I'm not participating you into Corey's damn debate. Don't even say it, Ruben. I'm
I
not.
was just trying to get you to, run it some to save yourself the embarrassment. That's all I was trying to do on that. But
nah, nah.
save yourself the embarrassment because that's what's about to happen to
Oh man.
him.
Hey, at the end of this month, hey, y'all be checking that out, man. It was
Yeah.
October 29th, right?
October 29th, yep, 7 p.m.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, because it's like, I just wanted you to put him on game because I feel like he'll listen at you before he listen at me, you know what I'm saying? Because the stuff that I'm telling him coming off as cap to him because me and him got a debate lined up. When that's really not the case, this is for your growth and betterment, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't understand how to identify a proper noun in the English you type and speak on a daily basis, then you shouldn't be debating an ancient script that you just picked up today. You know what I'm saying? You just
Yeah.
picked up this metal data today and expect you're gonna jump in the ring for somebody who's been studying it for
Well,
multiple years. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's been studying this script know that it's an ongoing process. You know what I'm saying? You will never really master it, but because it's an ongoing learning process, you're gonna always find new things, you know what I'm saying, in it that you can incorporate into your knowledge about it. You know what I'm
well,
saying? And it's
like I said, I told you the other day, it's gonna be interesting. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting because you're gonna make it interesting. But
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go
but
all the way back to the basics. I'm starting from the
Now,
language arts and then take it to the metal netter.
do you ever watch Smash
everybody
Rockwell?
wear their black suits.
Yeah, I told them dress casket sharp.
Hey, Ruben,
yeah.
do you ever watch Smash Rockwell?
Nah,
You like some of his
I heard
teachings?
about him. I ain't never went to check them out though. I heard about him. Sister Shayna was talking about him, but and she said she went back and watched it, and he wasn't really going in depth showing the glyph. You know what I'm saying? To
Uh,
prove what she was saying. Cause like when she saw the topic, she was like, "Well, Smash Rockwell did a video on it, and he was saying that they don't need a determinative to indicate a person." Well, she was like, "But then I went back and watched it. And he wasn't showing the glyphs."
You
I
just
know
So
said it.
Commission Man going back and forth. Commission Man, but I mean, to me, Commission,
Hey,
Commission Man beating him.
one of my students jumped on and jumped
Commission
the
Man
fuck
beating
off.
him, man. As far as what they talking about. Okay, like do you deal with E Wallace Buzz?
Who
what you
you
say,
talk-
JJ?
Are y'all using Champignon's interpretation of the glyphs?
No, you don't
Nah,
have you don't really have to use that use them. I mean, you could use them to consider, but you don't actually need them because it's enough metadata that's still left over into the African languages
African
where you
languages,
could
right?
that you could decipher that shit. You don't necessarily need Champollion. You don't need
Right. You don't need
Ewala's Buzz, but
right
in defense of Ewala's
of
Buzz,
evil Wallace Buzz. In order for you to be pointing out these African cognates, he had to be on to
he
something.
had to be on to something because there is impossible for him to just make this shit up out of the blue. But then all of a sudden we finding all the cognitives in the African languages.
Right.
Like that don't make sense.
Okay, now for the neophytes, the laymen's and audience, meaning beginners, and what y'all just said is something new for me. Kindness. Can you explain that to me and the audience, so we all be on the same page?
Well, a cognitive is basically a word that has similar sound, similar meaning. You know what I'm saying? So as to well, one word might mean person, the other word mean man. But we know a man is a person. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So those two words are cognates, even though they don't share a similar meaning. But when you look in the glyphs, you'll find the same consonant structure in the cognates you find in the African languages, having
right,
the same or similar meanings. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So it's like impossible for him to have it been got all of this wrong. It's all pseudo, but at the same time, these cognates remain unchanged in a lot of these African languages today. You know, the words you find in his dictionary, you will find them in African dialects unchanged.
Unchanged, unscathed, same shit, pronounced the same, everything. Even with like we had uncovered in the glyph
Mugabe name. Mugabe.
we had uncovered in the glyph of Moab. You know the little glyph they got for Moab. You know what I'm saying? And when you go look at the consonantal roots of the word Moab, it has too many goddamn consonants in the motherfucker to be Moab.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when we did our study, we found out that the Moab they talking about was really what was it? Moody Wa? No, it was
It's
Mugabe.
Mugabe. Mugabe,
It's
yeah.
Mugabe or Mugabwe. That's what it is. It's not Moab. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how the fuck they came up with Moab.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Like if we put the shit in the back, you will see. Like all you gotta do is listen to the word Moab. That's two syllables.
Right.
Yeah, but when you look
What
at the
two
glyphs,
syllables? What two consonants do you hear in Moab? You hear M and B. Everything else is vowels. We know damn well the ancestors wasn't using and writing vowels like that. But when you look at the word, it's like MD. It's like MDWE. Something. It's a whole.
that's
It's
a whole
like
bunch of about 5, 6 consonants.
yeah. It's like positive continents, and somehow y'all just made that Moab. You know what I'm saying? But what it is that the people who's translating the glyphs, they're Judeo Christians. So in order to bring validity to what they saying, they gotta write that shit the fuck in. That's why some of that shit is just kind of twisted. And you gotta use those African dialects and languages to bring the truth about that shit. And I mean it's the same thing with with Yahweh.
Yeah, it's
The
that thing with
only
the
the
Hebrew
only
language,
Yahweh
right?
temple we know of is the one that's in Kush. We don't know no other Yahweh temples anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But everybody want to be
Hey,
against
at least you
Kush.
got one. You know.
Yeah, at least he got one. Allah ain't got one.
We're banging in Kush. You know.
That's why we keep trying to tell him your salvation is in Kush. You keep on running your ass over to other places and shit, but this where your real home at. This where your real ancestors at, nigga. They took all this shit from these niggas. Fuck you dealing with the fucking whitewash shit for. I'm like how many of your Hebrews do you know read from the Ethiopian Bible versus King James? They not even accepting their own shit. That's something to really consider, man. You know what I'm saying? Your book tell you God blesses the child that has his own. That includes your own religion, your own concept of God, your own everything. You know?
It's gonna be a good debate, man.
Yeah, it's gonna
So
be a
hey,
real good.
we got three great debates coming up, man. We got King Naga going against Corey TKO. Corey TKO is 9-1, And King Naga is undefeated in the Lions Den.
Stop capping for Takori, man. That man is
Oh,
not
come on,
9-1,
hey, that's his record for real, bro.
bruh.
That's a promo.
Did
Now,
Andrew whoop Takori?
I said that's the one. You got the one on there.
Okay, but then the white boy whooped him too.
Nah, man, Toontown, he didn't beat
Nah,
him.
man, the white boy
Come on,
whooped his.
man.
Look,
Hey.
the white boy whooped his ass.
Oh,
Abdul
come on, man.
look the same.
That was
Listen,
not the general
listen, JJ.
consensus.
Listen, JJ. Listen, JJ. The Abdul came out not
What's up?
even 15 minutes after the debate and said that he judged biasly because he could not see his brother losing to a white
Nah,
man.
I gotta do with behind the scenes judging, man. Don't tell me
No,
that.
I'm saying that this is out the judge's
my
mouth.
ears and eyes is closed with y'all judges, man. Y'all gonna have to get it together. Don't put me in that shit. Hey,
look, JJ.
Your platform over here.
Hey JJ, look. When your judge come out and openly say that he gave a biased judgment on purpose, that immediately fucking erases that fucking tie.
Hey, but
He got his ass beat the fuck up.
Oh, was it a tie? Did Corey win?
Nah, man, Takori didn't fucking win. He lost, bro. The fucking judge defacted.
No, the judge didn't come publicly and say that though.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Abdul, it wasn't even 15 minutes later, Abdul was in the back chat and he confessed to every last one of us that he gave a biased judgment on purpose. That's what he said. We all the witness.
They got groups called Judges Confessions. You like the debate. Y'all go ahead.
Look, JJ, check it out, JJ. It's like this. You know what I'm saying? The fact that the judge went again, you know what I'm saying, straight told you that he was biased about the motherfucking shit. Like that shit just made anything that he got to say invalid.
He won't be used for a judge anymore. That's
well, I mean, he can't be used as a judge when it's a black dude and a white dude
on the panel anew, and we doing more debate. Oh, that's that Abdul dude. He done fucked up his judging career.
Bro, we keep trying to tell everybody.
Dude, we got the movie passing out flies.
Let us step back that roll the doors now.
We keep trying to tell everybody is if your judges are shady or shabby, bro, that shit will fucking deteriorate your fucking platform, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So I just somebody didn't know. So I'm glad you told me. So now he won't be used again. But still, that Corey didn't know. So I still got to go back to the promo.
Knew that shit.
Oh, let me go back to the promo real quick, fam. Before we go back to the second debate, we got one of the hardest atheists in the community. They call him the Google Scholar. Go ahead, family. Speak on it. I'll mute your mic. You there? Timing is everything. Don't get scared now.
Yeah, absolutely. Time and everything. What that is.
Right, go ahead. Keep speaking, y'all.
We ain't talking about time. Because it's right, it's the right time for everything. And the wrong time. For real.
Nigga, I still get Google Scholar and Justice fucking mixed the fuck up.
Yeah, they both from the islands, I think.
Yeah, when you hear them talk, they almost got a similar accent.
Oh man, you let Google Scholar get around this other one named Stu Peas and goddamn Cedric. All of them from the islands. They tried to triple team me one day, but JJ came out unscathed. That's right. I was fighting three of them. They was throwing jerk chicken and all kind of Rastafarian music out there. Still came out on top.
Boy, right. Shit. They need to share some of that jerk chicken.
Nah, man, yeah, they pretty cool over there on those student killers, man. Y'all to go over there with me sometime and visit them guys, man. I be on the road, bro. I be on all these different platforms. That's how you build with them. You go over there.
Yeah, that's how you grow your platform. You know what I'm saying?
Why and I go in the audience, people be like, "Hey, what's up, JJ?" Somebody be like, "Oh shit, here come JJ." You know, that's how the comment gonna go. What's up, JJ? Or oh shit, here comes JJ. It's one or the other. But I know that's just love both ways, bro. That's all it is. I just be in there for the information. But yeah, man, the second debate coming up, man, our Intercontinental Champion, Zion Warring, will be taking on the gangster Egyptian, Cephas Black. Does religion cause a mental health disorder? That's going to be interesting. They also got two other topics. I forget the other two, but we'll get there before the debate.
Just let Zion know I'm coming for that title, boy. That's me, nigga.
Shit.
Just let him know that's me.
Man, former Intercontinental Champion coming
What
back.
I do, Drew?
What's going on, my brother?
What's up, Drew?
What's going on, y'all?
We just wondering when you gonna get back in the ring, brother.
What's up, brother?
You've been savoring that one victory you got with the Corey for a long time. He ready for a rematch, man.
Hey, man, he the one that made it like that. Prior to that, he was like, I don't want to see you no more. He was like, I got to leave the Lions Den. Like,
wait. What happened?
I'm saying prior to that debate, I'm like, he the reason why it's like that. Why I only gave him that one battle, because he was like, I only want to see you one time. Like after I beat you, like you can't be a part of the Lions Den.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, yeah.
He's talking real big. I'm like,
I forgot about
that. He was talking crazy. I'm like, okay. I just kept it humble.
Hey, with Corey coming out on fire now, man. He getting ready to go after this Selah Salone guy. Have you heard of him? He's an old
Selah Salone.
Nah, who is that?
Yeah, man. The dude been running around here talking greasy, man. And of course, it's like the Mormon book. It's the same concept. It's really a knock. The OSP is a knockoff of the Mormon book. You see what I'm saying? Where they trying to put black people down as the lower species, and they got these white and yellow people in the OSP book. They're above us. They start off in higher heavens than us because they don't eat meat. But these druids are the black and brown people. They eat meat, so they start off at the lower heavens. But even people like Adolf Hitler gets to start off above them because they don't get punished. They just get to move up into the heavens. And every 4 years, you can be a god once you move up to the top heavens. It's some crazy shit, bro.
Motherfuckers is crazy. That's what it sounds like.
Crazy shit. And of course, I already got this book, man. He been breaking down some stuff in that book. It's crazy, bro. And one day I did a little bit of research, and I brought out some information. Apostle brought out some information, and Big Baby Hebrew. But Sarnett is promoting this guy as this new. Everybody's scared to debate him. Yeah, I ain't seen him on there, man. Dennis even running from him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Google Scholar running from him. They're telling me. Is that true, Dennis?
Dennis ain't running
Google
from him.
Scholar ain't running from nobody.
Damn. Google, is that true?
I already beat up Google Scholar on Paradigm shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got wins all over the place. Like people just don't know it.
What group y'all in, babe? And who?
I'm still on this shit. What are you talking about?
This is Lions Den in the building. Hey man, hey JJ.
I know.
JJ, Segment trying to get in Lions Den in the building, man.
Is this the one we in right here?
Hey, she up in the other one. Yeah, she got Karima added up to the other one.
Hold on, let me add her. I think I can add it from here. Hold on.
I know telling stories again.
Yeah, we trying to get it back popping, man.
Yeah, that's what we do.
It's the Lions Den 2.0.
G, that's the one you want me to add? Check him at the G?
Please. Thank
okay,
you.
that one. Okay. Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna add right now. Let's see.
It's on. It's on and popping. We finna get it cracking, man.
Yeah, they said what they want to say, man, but this home.
That's right. That's why I tell people like nigga, y'all can't trash the Lions Den, nigga. That's our job. Y'all niggas sit y'all ass the fuck down. When y'all get to attacking them, y'all attacking us, nigga. We coming. So it is what it is, bro.
Hey, big facts.
That's who they got fucked up.
JJ,
they
nigga.
got JJ fucked up.
Nigga, y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna be ganging up on this nigga, bro. This nigga got love out here, nigga.
He bringing
Oh, for
all type
sure,
of
man.
motherfucking content. This nigga just said the nigga that find a God every fucking 40 years. Now like fucking with the lions there every 40 fucking years.
Every 4 years.
4
Every
years.
4 years, they get to ascend to a different God level.
Oh yeah, that shit crazy.
I gotta go fuck with them.
Oh, hey, don't get to Corey start talking about it, man. He had you rolling. And that book is
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Hey, one of these days, man, maybe tomorrow or something, we can show y'all these people, doctor.
Please.
Yeah, I need to hear some more about this shit.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that Mormon shit already fucking crazy by itself.
Yeah.
So to make a spin-off from that shit, nigga, is just like, damn. Nigga, them Mormons fucking racist as fucking shit.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I speak. How the dude got the book? He got it's called automatic writing, and I guess the Holy Spirit, whatever is
What? He does automatic writing?
Yeah, the guy who created the book.
Oh no, I gotta see that shit in person,
he do
bro.
they do trances and all that type of shit. Yeah, automatic writing.
Yeah, but he do automatic writing though. That's like spiritual possession.
Well, that's what they call themselves faithists. Yeah, faithists. Yeah.
Stop that.
Bro, that's spiritual possession when some entity is writing for you. You don't even know what the fuck you writing.
There you go. That's how that book came about.
Before y'all beat him up, can you get up on the platform and do this for us?
Yeah, we need to get him to get up there and
don't beat him up before y'all let him do it first. Let him do that on the platform. Let us all watch live and TV.
Oh, so now they're bragging about this guy. So they're supposed to be bringing him. Hey, he's supposed to be bringing him over here for him at the Corey's preliminary, and then I think we're gonna do the preliminary over there, and then
we need to hear some
here, or vice versa.
We need to hear some demonstrations from him, bro. Because
on camera doing this.
No. He's not saying he can do that. He said how the book was put together. Yeah, that would be crazy.
Oh, hell no! I thought he was saying.
I was gonna say like, shit, this nigga's on a whole nother level.
Yeah, I was all for his ass.
Right.
I was gonna kick Michael ass.
On me, Christ Michael's gonna have to sit the fuck down. Like this nigga over here automatic writing with the Holy Spirit, nigga. You can't fuck with this nigga.
Hey, Christ Michael coming against their book, the Orange book. He coming against the Ospie book.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you ain't never read that Urantia, you don't know what the fuck you missing. Man, that shit had your ass going. I ain't gonna lie, I love the Urantia. I think it's a really good upgrade. I think it's a really good upgrade to the religious doctrines that we already have. It's just an upgrade. That's all.
What did that shit be talking about? I remember you showed me one time, but I ain't really get that deep into it.
It's bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once you get past all the Judeo-Christian lore, once you get past all that shit, it's astrophysics. Once you get past all the God and Jesus and the Michael sons and the sons of the Most Highs and all that shit.
And that's the first 400 pages.
Right, and that's just the first pages. It's
is it just me? You just cut out?
Yeah, somebody did. Check him out. See if you can jump on now. From your,
she driving right now.
Oh, okay. So I think she had it.
Yeah, man. It's like if you get off into that Urantia, it'll give you a deeper understanding about the concept of God, Judeo-Christian concept of God. It mixes like Kabbalah and astrophysics. Like the book is literally wrote by a group of astrophysicists, bro.
Christ Michael is back here. He in the chat. He did a show 3 days ago.
Don't keep saying that man's name because he gonna pop up. Y'all know that shit.
Hey, we just did a show. He got a show coming up.
Do we?
Yeah.
I stopped fucking with him because he kept on pressing me to get that tattoo on the forehead, and I'm like, I can't do it, nigga.
Now, if you're gonna be his deacon, man, you got to get the tattoo.
Nah, bro. Well, I ain't no deacon, and I'll just be a supporter then, because I can't do that shit. I like his message. I think he's a much better example of Jesus than the one that was in the book.
I know, nigga. You gonna have to get a sword. You gonna have to stand there in your underwear
Right.
With a cape.
With a bat, I'm gonna put the Batman cape on though.
You gotta have a cape on.
Gonna wear the best.
I told them people he got some followers.
Yeah, he do. Christ Michael is really charismatic, man. I really like dude, man.
He calmed down when I seen the show with them.
Oh no,
He
Sister
calmed down.
Devania. Hey, Sister Devania put it on them though the other day though. So, hey, we would look. I told Brother Lavelle to come get y'all. Y'all was in the back chat talk. I said, hey, y'all better come.
Yeah, next time let me know when somebody getting on Christ Michael, cuz let me know next time.
Man. Brother Lavelle came to
I'm
support
gonna come in
him.
that motherfucker
Hey.
like dun dun dun.
Hey, brother Lavelle said that's my Christ Michael right there. That's my
Yeah,
Jesus.
man.
Yeah.
That nigga smoke weed, he fuck, he getting pussy, nigga. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a real Jesus, nigga.
Hey, he's a lead dancer in Lions Den videos and shit. You know?
Christ Michael don't care about if it's white pussy, black pussy, yellow pussy.
Hey, he from Nebadon.
We all from Nebadon. We all from Nebadon. We all from Nebadon. Nigga, you in Nebadon. Nebadon is the name of the. Nebadon is the name of this universe that we live in. Urantia is the name of the planet that we live on. Yeah, like it's deeper than what people think.
Where that name come from, man?
What, Urantia?
Yeah, we're all Nebadon.
Nebadon. Andrew. Mork and Mindy. Nanu.
Look, so Nebadon comes
for that
from.
One, Andrew.
Hey, I'm about to say, JJ, you probably went too far back with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say, who was that?
Oh, damn, that shit happened. You know I'm old. I went back too far on you. Go look up
Nebadon. To answer Andrew's question, Nebadon is named after the great goddess Nebuchadnezzar.
A Greek one?
Hey, bro, look, I don't fight the technique, bro. Look, that's what this shit say. That's what this shit say. Nebuchadnezzar, man.
A Greek one.
It's called Nebuchadnezzar. Her name is Nebuchadnezzar, the great goddess. And you know what I'm saying? Like when you go through the rancher, you're gonna find out the goddess is just as important as the god in that particular concept. So like that's why I say y'all gotta actually read that shit, man. Don't just glance over it, bro. Read it.
Hey, speaking on it a little bit more, because Christ Michael, he don't get directly to the question. You know what I'm saying? He kind of goes through.
Yeah, that's because
he was skipping around. You know, the audience like, can he answer direct? You know, so I tried, man.
Yeah, what I told Christ Michael is if he concentrate more on the science and the physics of the Urantia, won't nobody be able to challenge him because don't nobody know that shit. I said, but when you get to talking all the religious lore and rhetoric, they can challenge you on that because they know it. They know the Bible. They know the Quran. They know the Torah. They know that shit. So you got to hit them with something they don't know. I said that when we first heard you and listened to you, what caught our attention is the fact that you were saying something that was out of the norm. You see what I'm saying? When you got to telling us where Urantia was and what Nebadon was and what Obaton is and stuff like that you had my ear because it was the shit I never heard. But then when you get to talking about Jesus,
hey, I'm gonna hop back on in a couple of minutes.
but when he got to talk about Jesus and all this other shit, I can't rock with that shit. I don't I know too much about it, and the shit you say might contradict what what the book's saying. So that's why I'm like, just deal with the science and the physics, bro, and you gonna bust their head. They gonna be so enthralled by what you're saying that they ain't gonna have nothing to say.
Is that's there? Grim, you there? Cause he got a flyer. He got a flyer on. Okay, what's this new topic about?
Oh, Christ Michael.
Christ Michael. Yeah, Christ Michael. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Urantia is just an upgrade. It's just a upgrade to the Bible. Like that's all it is, and it give you more in depth
Man, you
on
better
the
not let
character.
the Lions Den discussion champion hear you say something like that. Apostle. He don't debate. But he the new discussion champion. I just want to let y'all know.
Okay,
If anybody want to try to take that away, hey,
okay, yeah,
hey,
because
I know a nigga
listen.
named
Hey,
Sadiq.
his
That
first
nigga
title
cannot stop
defense.
talking.
Sadiq will whoop that nigga's ass.
Yeah, he'll smash this
We
nigga in
we
talking
we got a
contest.
whole Sadiq nigga. He can't fuck with that nigga.
Who, Apostle?
Apostle can't fuck with
No.
our brother Sadiq, bro.
I don't know, but hey, check out. Hey, look.
I don't know. That's Sadiq. That's Ample Finest right there, nigga.
Hey,
He gonna give you
hey,
his
listen,
work.
y'all.
Oh, Kurt.
His first. This let me segue to the third match we got coming. His first title defense, the Lions Den discussion champion. Now we got debate champions. He's our discussion champion. Will be against Sarnetta right here on the Lions Den, man. I think next Tuesday. Yeah,
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday coming up. Wait. What's today? Yeah, Tuesday coming up, bro.
All right.
Go back and check out the show last night. They was on the Lions Den. They did the preliminary. It was good until at the end, and they got a little.
Just let them know we got a Sadiq waiting on them, bro.
Yeah,
Apostle.
Sadiq, tell them Sadiq coming for that title, cuz.
He got that
Well,
fire,
whoever
bro.
wins it could be. Hey, look, it could be Sarnetta. He might be the Lions Den discussion champion. You know, these guys.
Hey, Sadiq, listen, bro. Sadiq gonna run rings around fucking Sarnetta.
I'm not saying Apostle
Probably
losing.
gonna kick this nigga off the show.
Hey, on me, they gonna kick that nigga off. They gonna be like, this nigga won't shut the fuck up.
Hey, here go the title. Is what is the cream?
What an advertisement is so we can share it.
Yeah. I gotta get it. Is God Kareem? What's the title? Damn, I'm messing up trying to promote it. Is the word of God?
Drop some propaganda, bro.
Is the
start pushing.
Is the Bible the word of God? I think that's it. That's what they're arguing about.
Well, that's dumb as fuck, nigga. It says the Bible is inspired by God. It don't speak. Whatever, man.
But the apostle saying is not the word of God neither. That's our another saying.
Well, yeah. Well, he on point.
I don't know who's gonna win that, but Sarnetta got a different angle. How he coming at it?
Hold on. So Sarnetta defending the Bible?
He defending that one.
What
He's defending that topic.
Sarnetta be switching up.
Yes, Sarnetta a fucking flip flopper, man.
That's all about the fun.
Well, it's called. He's creating content, bro. You know.
I mean, yeah, but nigga, at least stay consistent.
I like it when he switch up. I like it when he switch up. Like when this motherfucking crazy man be going nuts on their ass because he be trying, JJ be trying to be fucking professional and they piss him off.
Yeah.
When JJ get on there and motherfucker be raw ass 7,000, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. I be sitting right there with him 4 hours straight. That's damn right, JJ. Fuck them. Like I be sitting right there with him. Like I like him in raw form. Just like
Right.
I never switch up. I know it get on people's nerves, so I like it better.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause we be looking
a lot of people look
bro.
at it for the entertainment and more. Then some people look at it for education, but it's a battle, right?
I ain't gonna lie, I be sitting there waiting on your ass to make rebuttal videos and shit. That shit be fucking hilarious. You be on niggas' head, bro. Like that shit, bro.
But they did not give him a chance. Like, my people, them, they didn't let JJ talk. I was getting mad as fuck watching this shit because Sarnetta didn't say shit. They did keep interrupting him. And he was sitting there trying to be different. He was trying to be the best JJ he could be.
Yeah, well, did you notice that? Yeah, so
yeah, we know the change. We seen it.
Yeah. But in the part, JJ, I think you should, but wholeheartedly, motherfuckers come to you for what the fuck it is. Meaning, all of these motherfuckers got to come to the Lion Den to take something from the Lions Den, JJ. Why? Because you got something they don't got. Yeah, they sit there and try to be all poised or whatever like that, but it's something about 7,000 going 7. Your name 7,000, nigga. Go 7,000 on their ass. Fuck them. It's like, it's good to be poised and shit at times, but don't let nobody try to soup your head up as to what a debate league is, nigga, because you created this shit from the ground up and this shit been rocking. Yeah. So fuck them. Like I've been seeing you transition and go through the mind flex over that shit, letting these motherfuckers get to you, try to make you try to figure out what the fuck a damn debate league or a debater should be like. Nah, BJJ, your character alone is a motherfucker. Love you or hate you, they know your name, nigga.
Yeah, that's why I used to tell you back in the day, like you got a calling on your life. You know what I'm saying, for what you're doing, regardless of a motherfucker like it or agree with what you do. You know, it's especially like your personal life. Like fuck all that shit. Then you got a calling, man. Look at all these motherfuckers you bring together, and you know what I'm saying. Look, nigga, I wouldn't know Andrew. I wouldn't know none of these niggas, man. Had I not came in contact with you. So that alone is just respect.
Appreciate
I
that,
could have been
man.
went around.
I mean, everybody got their own little gift. I guess mine is trying to bring people together.
Nah, bro, it is like, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you cause a lot of contention and drama, but guess what, nigga? That you supposed to. That's how that shit rock.
He's supposed to. He's supposed to go back to the tour with every last one of the motherfuckers at any given moment over what the fuck he's standing on. Yeah, he tries, but don't let them keep on doing that shit to you because I hated that. That was the worst thing I ever seen. I thought the worst thing was when we all got into it and shit. Well, not me, because I don't get into it, but I'm just saying that wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing I ever seen was you sitting there trying to be poised. Nigga, I seen your spirit break. And that ain't my motherfucking brother. And that pissed me off. You was sitting there, you just kept getting quiet, you kept on trying to fight for your time and your moment and all that shit. Fuck that. Go 7,000. I don't hear nothing else. Hear that shit go off in your motherfucking head. As soon as you try to be nice and these motherfuckers don't wanna hear you, go 7,000.
7,000.
Hey, Queen. I did. I think I did end up snapping out, didn't
Nah, not for real. They ended up sending you out, but you did like fuck that. You know, you start calling them all out for what they did, but you didn't snap out till you got back on the Lions Den platform.
Oh,
That's
okay.
when you
I
went
knew
in
it
on
was a
their
snap
ass.
out coming here there. What's up, Christ Michael? Never done.
Everything is up. Everything
There he
is
is.
up.
I got you.
The Lions Den is up right now.
Hey, look, I got your supporters rounded back up. There you go. You got a new Kakarot.
What's up,
His
Christ?
wife.
Right,
You had Brother LaVelle in the audience.
Correct. I haven't heard from Anu. Anu, I've been trying to get a hold of you, my brother.
Yeah, I have started a new job, man. So my time been limited like a month.
All this
Now, Christ,
right.
Christ, let me ask you this: Can you accept him out without the tattoo? Why he don't have to get a tattoo? Because I want to visit Never Dime one day.
Listen,
You already in there, but done.
You don't have to get no tattoo. Listen, you know this my doctrine and my philosophy. Let's say, for example, you have to go die on the cross, right? But you say to yourself, shit, that's a hell of a doggone thing for me to do, to talk about I gotta go die on the cross. So now you might decide that you're gonna give up now and you're not gonna make the next step just because you're thinking of the end result of I have to die on the cross. Same thing that happened to put a tattoo. Same thing with putting Jesus, Michael, or if you call him Yahshua, I don't care. You put it there, then you put Michael, and you put Allah, Yahweh, and Jehovah. So if you feel like you wanna, that's a serious step to make. And so you might say to yourself, shit, I can't go out and be a witness. I'm a fornicator. I gotta keep on getting. I gotta get that panani.
Hey, Christ, do you get more?
Nobody. Yeah. Huh?
Christ, do you get more women with those tattoos on your face now, or has it increased?
Yeah. I only one woman I deal with. That's my wife.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you had. Oh, okay, my fault. That's right.
Right.
Yeah. So
the other Jesus ain't had no wife. This Jesus got a wife.
You must remember. The reason why I'm Christ Michael is because I am righteous. Because I am righteous. The reason why I can judge and rule is because I am righteous. And so when I say that, I mean, like, unless you're prepared to be righteous, then you wouldn't make it at all in this. Because you would say, this nigga want me to put tattoo on my forehead. This nigga want me to give up. You know, he want me to get married if I having sex, and he want me to stay faithful and true to the death, and he also don't want me to be mediocre and lukewarm because he hate that. And so when you think about it, it ain't have nothing to do with the tattoo. It has something to do with the steps of conviction that you have to walk in to get to the point where you could talk about a tattoo.
Hey, so buddy, can you go into that book of your Rancher book a little bit? Talk. What was that you was talking about earlier? New. He said more of the science.
Yeah. Like when you go into your Rancher, it's a lot of science, astrophysics, and stuff in there. And to me, that is the most spiritually enlightening information in the book, because it forces your mind to have to think outside the box, and you have to get away from that finite thinking that you have. You see what I'm saying? So the information in the Urantia about physics is the actual enlightening process. Like you if you don't like people, like I just told them earlier, like everybody knows the Bible, everybody knows the Quran, everybody knows the Torah. They can sit there and argue with you all day about the precepts of the Bible, Quran, and Torah, but them niggas don't know physics. You see what I'm saying? And when you get to talking physics on them,
cosmic and universal.
Yeah. When you get to thinking of, when you get to talking physics, you get to talking on a universal scale. When you get to talking religious, you only appease into religious fanatics. You know what I'm saying? But the whole world not religious.
I got a question for Christ Michael. Bless your name, Lord. Christ Michael, what are your thoughts on the physics in the Urantia?
My thoughts on what?
What are your thoughts about the physics that is written inside of the Urantia book?
Well, first of all,
she said, "What is your thoughts on the physics of the Urantia?"
Right now, I'm telling you. First of all, religion in itself must come to grips with science. The religionists must understand that God is a God of science, and the scientist must understand there is a God, that religion is real, and religion and God is omniscient. God in itself is omniscient, omniscient. He is omnipotent and he is omnipresent. So the scientist must understand the presence of the living God, and the religionist must understand the science, the all-knowing God, all knowledge, forward, backward, existential, because of his existential nature.
Right.
So as far as the physics and the Urantia book is concerned, the whole of the Urantia book, which dealing with the outreaches of outer space, fitting the central eye, the nuclear isle of paradise, Avona, and the grand creation of time and space, and then to the 4 outer space levels, to show this display, this miraculous display. It's well, but not miraculous. It's a science. Okay, it's when you look at the position, you're looking at the magician that has evolved further. When you look at the astronomer, you're looking at the astrologer that has evolved further. So when you look at science, when science evolved further is when not only when science discover more, but when science discovered the fact that there's a God behind it all. The science is what caused the secularist, the materialist, to lose sight of the spirituality of his life, because it's all about spirit. You see, the science is attached to phenomena that is physical, that you can see and prove. But the religionists sees beyond that. Faith. Stay on the side, boy. Faith. You see, and now the philosopher unifies this faith with this science, this spirit, with this mind, this material, mind over matter. So as far as the science of this Urantia book, we must let the scientists know about the Urantia book. The scientist will then accept God more when he sees that this is a God of science.
And Christ Michael, and it's crazy you say that because the symbol that I use in the Urantia, which is the circle within inside the circle, they actually found because they just had the James Webb Telescope go out into outer space, to out in the interstellar space, looking out, and they actually see universes that look exactly like that, bro. And it's like when I see the anomalies that they're detecting with that James Webb Telescope, and then when you read the Urantia, that shit's eerily similar, bro. It's eerily similar. So that's why I say, if you ain't read the Urantia, you need to sit down and read the book. If not for nothing, just to get the physics out of it. You might not agree with the religious precepts, but that shit is a universally sound and set.
Yeah, you see what happened is until we hold on. Let me get it with this car.
That's that new car.
Hey, I need to move this car, but you need to move this.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Sorry.
go.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. I couldn't. I was tempted. I was saying I'm busy, but I said by time as I'm finished, you guys might be off air. On. That's it. It's the key to the Jeep. Oh, that's the key, man. Close the door. Oh, sorry. There you go. The boy, you all don't know what you have to deal with in this life. All right, my brethren.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah. So the
So
thing about it is the Urantia book, you're witnessing the living Urantia. You're witnessing the living Bible. I don't want nobody to play with this. This is serious. I was born for this. There's too much talk going on.
What y'all done switched off to, man?
I understand how controversial it is. I understand the controversy. It's hard for people to accept. It's hard that we come this time like this.
Look at this nigga that's out.
yeah, man, that Urantia, man. Like I said, y'all gotta really read that book, man. Like, if you read it, I guarantee you're gonna become enlightened. Just read it, bro. You're gonna become enlightened, regardless if you believe it or not. You're gonna be enlightened. You ain't got no choice. There's too much light in the book for you not to be enlightened. So you need to read the book. You know what I'm saying? If you would sit down and read the Mormon book, which is a bunch of bullshit, you'll read the Catholic Bible and all the rest of this bullshit, then you ought to read the Urantia, bro. At least it's wrote by scientists. No, you want to say the scientists were inspired by God, go ahead, say that shit. Anything to get you just to sit down and read the book. Read the book.
And that's you about the second. Matter of fact, you about the third nigga to bring up the damn Urantia. Did y'all niggas have Bible study over that shit? Did y'all niggas have Vacation Bible Studio? What did y'all do? Y'all know y'all niggas ain't read that shit.
You gotta read the Urantia first before you knock it, man. Read it first.
Okay,
man.
hold on. Okay. Give me 5 quotes from the damn Urantia.
God is light.
Christ Michael is coming in.
The sons of God, the Michael sons.
Oh man.
God is the greatest personality.
Give me more than that. Give me more than that, man. Cause you scared that damn God's light.
You a damn lie.
Y'all don't. Light don't create everything, man. But
light does create everything.
No, light does not create every goddamn thing.
Yes, it does.
Who told y'all niggas this shit, man?
Nigga, science and physics. It's called inference when particle waves
Okay, so the white
infer.
man, you
Nah,
talking
man. See
about
again,
is
science
God.
don't. Science does not have a race. Why do y'all keep saying dumb shit like that?
No, because your squabble is, hold on, what's the real word for it? Your concept is that God is light. God with a big G, right?
Well, it's not my concept. It's a
But that's your
universal
slogan.
concept.
Hold on. Okay. But that's your slogan. No? Tell me if I'm wrong.
No,
God
that's
is
right.
light. That's your
Yeah,
slogan. Yeah.
yeah.
But light don't create every goddamn
Yes,
thing.
it does.
What doesn't light create?
It doesn't create anything.
Oh, okay.
Does it
Oh,
maintain? Does it maintain the
oh,
existence of what was created? Yes. Because guess what? The Most High created God. I mean, the Most High created the light that y'all niggas is talking
yeah.
about,
See,
and
see that.
The Most High also created the existence that the light maintains. So
So you
what are
can't
y'all
believe that
talking
the
about?
Most High created himself in light.
Because it don't
Right.
say. I mean,
Because
because
you
that's
just
that'll
contradicted
be
your own book. The book said God
no,
is
no,
light,
no,
and
no,
there is
no,
no darkness in him. God
no.
is light. It
No.
don't say God. It say God is
Okay,
light.
yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. That's a great metaphor. God is light.
Right. So okay. So when
Yeah,
see
and
that
that's a
this
great.
the
Hold on,
this the problem with
You didn't hear
fanatics.
me.
It's the
No,
problem with
no,
fanatics
no.
because you just said
Hold on.
hold on. You just claimed the
That
metaphor.
is the metaphor in the Bible.
Okay.
God
Again,
is light.
you
Jesus
called
is
it a
light.
metaphor.
Israelites are the light, right?
So what
Hold
part of
on,
the Bible is
Let me
metaphor
talk to
and what
somebody that
part of the
actually
Bible
read
is
the
literal?
Bible. Hey,
I've actually
Ruben,
read the Bible, and
are
that's what
Israelites?
I'm
Hold on,
asking you a specific question.
are Israelites not the light of the
This ain't
world?
about
Does the
Israelites.
Bible not
That's
say that?
straw man. That's straw man. We ain't talking about Israelites.
That ain't no
Because I was
straw
about
man,
to.
nigga.
Zero,
This is
zero. I got a
legitimate. This is a
question. I
legitimate
got a
question.
question.
Aren't the
So,
Israelites
if,
supposed to be the light of the world? They
zero.
According
are.
to,
So, I
according
got
to
a
the text, you're
question.
supposed to be, but your neurons not firing correctly in your brain, so you can't lighten shit up.
If
He said the neural.
if God is light is metaphorically speaking in the Bible, then normally in the Bible there's like a little number or something like that that's on top of it to let you know to go and get the actual meaning if it is a metaphorical text. Where the fuck is that
Isn't
at when they say God is light?
isn't it such that God is love, but He is also light, and He is also life? Isn't He also mercy? He's also a ministry. Let's not get caught up on semantics like that, because then we be arguing and going around in circles.
That's
All
logical.
right,
Yeah.
it's just like a name. He is
Yep.
known as the universal Father in certain galaxies. In other galaxies, He is known as the Infinite One. In other galaxies, He is known as the Great Spirit. You understand
Mm-hmm.
me? So let's not get carried away like that too much, but let's identify. Let's
Right.
identify, because what happened, I see too much times with people arguing over the name and arguing over this and that and missing the whole point, the meaning. The meaning. Oh, there was no J, there was no S. What the
Yeah.
fuck? The meaning.
Somebody
You lose
gives it.
meaning, you lose value, then you be
Give
like
me
a pack
some
of
for
monkeys arguing over bananas.
seeds. And
Thank you, Gabriel. Let's stick to, and then let's stick to the fact. God is here now. Christ is here now. Listen.
All I
You
lose
see,
that.
when you know the truth and you hear people running on over and over again, the things that is it. See, if you're not at the point of no return, if you're not at the point where you know what you know and you know that this is what the world needs, this is what the world needs, and then you hear people running on round in cycles and cycles. You got God. They looking for some damn miracle in the sky. You got God now. And they push you up pussyfooting, bullshitting here and there from one show to the
Right.
next, talking fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the point. I am he in your face. You will believe or you don't. Make up your mind. This is it.
Yeah.
You're looking for God. You're talking. This is he. I
But
am.
yeah, I find it hilarious when people be trying to goddamn compare like certain different philosophies that they really got from somebody else. I ain't gonna say who it is.
Well,
We gonna deal with that shit later.
I
But
hope you don't. I hope you don't
we
bypass
gonna
me.
deal with that shit a
Listen,
little
I
bit
hope you don't
later.
try to duck me. I hope
Ruben,
you don't try to duck me to come
Ruben,
switch the
and I
topic.
knew. You know,
You
y'all
gotta
want to
talk
sit
to the
here talk
Christ
about, oh,
in the
God,
face.
God is
Hey,
light. Okay.
that was homegrown in
You
the
come here
Naga
and
back chat.
talk
Where we
about
got it
God is light.
from?
Let me get the fuck out of
If
here.
you want, if you want,
This
if you
nigga got
want
a
to know,
motherfucking mouthpiece
if
on
you,
the mic.
if you
He was
really
sick.
honestly want to
This
know
nigga
where it
was
came
my
from,
God
the
is
root,
light. We
it
talking about
came,
Christ here now, and he talking fuck about God is light. Boy,
it
fuck you.
came, it came
You.
from, it came
I
from
don't
me and
care
the
what
dude.
Jesus Christ just
It
tell you.
came from me
Fucking
and the
ass.
new
Fuck you.
devising the plan.
Fuck
Every
You know
one
Jesus,
of
what
you
I'm
man.
saying?
Fuck
motherfuckers
To
on the
Jesus.
come with
show.
something, a
Every one of
debate
you
topic
cutthroat motherfuckers on the
that
show.
y'all was
But
gonna
you want
deny,
to
even
deny
though
the
it's in
Christ
your
here now.
Bible.
Right.
That
You
where the
hear me?
whole God is like concept come from. Finding
I'm
True.
something to
my
debate
mic.
against
Y'all mute
Israelites that
my
they was
mic.
gonna deny
Y'all
just
mute
because it
my
came
mic.
from Naga, even though
Y'all
it's in
mute
their
my
book.
mic. Listen, take fucking this, motherfuckers. Get
Uh,
Hold
understand
that
that?
thought, Ruben.
that's it.
Get that up your ass. You
Up
fucking
your
faggot.
ass.
Okay?
That must be
Freaking fake
towards.
ass bunch of bitches and fucking hoes. Every one of them want to deny
Mm.
me. Now
Yes.
hear you, Christ. Christ in your fucking ass.
Right in the ass.
Stupid fucking monkey ass motherfuckers.
Yes. I tell them
Hey.
niggas that all the time.
Fucking with me. Caused me to fucking miss my turn and all. But even I got a fucking right there
you,
right now. I
I
don't
know
know
you was
where the
talking.
hell
I know
I
you
am
was
or
talking. I
where
know
my
you was
mic is
talking to
going.
them Naga cats, man. But it's okay, man.
I'm about to exit because if I see a motherfucker trying to ignore me, all of y'all could kiss my fucking ass.
That's it. That's
I
it.
don't need to fucking be here if I can get no fucking honor. Y'all bitches and fucking who's trying to ignore the fucking truth.
That's
Discuss
it.
this. I say I am the living word of the living God. I am the Bible. I am the one prophesied of the come. Now
Ooh, wee.
respect me and honor fucking me, or tell
What
me I
the?
talking fuck and go on with your fuckery about God is light, bitch.
Look, I only been gone for
Mhm.
20 minutes. What the fuck y'all niggas been doing back here?
Let me
What
get
the
the fuck
hell?
out.
I don't know. I just hopped back on too. I was on the
I
interstate.
love all of y'all. I'll fuck all of y'all till I see y'all bitches and always a fucking again.
Mhm.
Must be talking to y'all. What
Mhm.
the fuck?
Because all
That,
our ass out.
that boy spazzed out. I was right quick. That boy spazzed out.
Yeah.
Because all our ass out. Every last one of us.
Nah, not
Because of
us.
the roof of
Y'all.
bed.
Nope.
Because of the roof fucking rebel always getting us cut the fuck out. Sick of your
I ain't.
black ass.
No,
But
it's
yeah,
okay.
Zaru, that's where the concept of God is like come from. Trying to find something to go at the Israelites with that they was gonna deny, even though it's coming straight up out their Bible.
Oh, okay. Give me the.
And,
No, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, we could definitely chop it up. I mean, you know, I got you. I keep my notes, man. But you know, I like to hold my shit like it's goddamn popcorn. Can't nobody eat. You know what I'm saying? I just bring that shit out later. Yeah.
He started cussing us the fuck out. I
Yeah.
feel
Nah,
sometimes I
cause.
should have called that nigga back. Nigga, who the fuck you talking to? Because you missed your turn. You supposed to know the way, nigga. The fuck?
well, to snap your fingers and make everybody shut up.
The fuck? Get mad at me.
Hold
Nigga,
on,
you
is
the
this
fuck up.
Karima? How come Karima sound like Shaq back? Hold on, what the fuck going on, yeah?
Nigga, this is your sister. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, shalom, sis. Long
What's up?
time, long
What's up?
time.
What's up? What the hell y'all done did this shit to this man? Now y'all done upset my goddamn God. Y'all fuck up. Oh, I can't have
Golly.
shit.
I knew. Get some order. I knew. Get some order.
He in the store. Cause he would have been trying to tell Christ Michael to calm down. Don't do that.
Oh,
Y'all done
okay, okay.
fucked
I got it
up.
now. I got it now. Damn. I just picked my kids up from goddamn school. Y'all niggas out here wilding the fuck out.
Right, I just got finished doing the same shit.
Hey, what the fuck these niggas talking about?
He flipped some motherfucker hard. He flipped out so motherfucking hard. Christ Michael just cussed us out so bad, man. He said, fuck all you bitches and hoes until the fuck I see you again.
What was I do to him?
It was the Ruber bed.
Of course it
No, it
was.
was not. Nope.
Of
Nope.
course it
The
was.
Ruber bed.
I didn't even
Of
dress
course
that
it
man
was.
at
He
all.
cussed
Don't
us
do it.
all out. We
Don't do
all
that.
been
Don't
in
do
the
that.
house.
And that was our reintroduction, and you just busted all up.
He went off on
Don't do
the ass.
that. Don't do
My
that.
feelings hurt.
Don't
I'm
do that
feeling
shit.
sorry. He just got me shunned by God and shit for the 5th time.
No,
God
You
damn.
ain't right, Zaru, currently. You just need to stop with all your
no, man.
disbelief and your lack of faith is fucking disturbing.
You pretend
Hey,
that
Hey,
hey,
God is
hey,
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 great.
hey, Christian
hey,
nigga,
y'all Christ
don't do
came in
that.
kicking over tables like ours did, huh?
Right, right.
Hey,
You can
hey,
take
hey,
your goddess
hey,
light and
Jer-
stick it up
Go
your
hey,
ahead,
ass.
Christ
Jeremiah.
Michael.
I'm
Kick over
telling you.
Hey,
tables.
Jeremiah,
I'm
these
telling
niggas try to
look.
blame it on me. I just came in. I
Right.
only been here for a minute. I ain't say
Nah,
shit.
that
I
you
ain't say
did it.
sh- I ain't say
Oh,
shit to the nigga with
hey, you know
tattoos
what,
on his
Drew? But
face.
he was
I
getting on
didn't
his
say
congregation.
nothing.
He was getting on his
Oh
congregation.
yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna keep it at that.
yeah.
Oh,
He
man,
was talking. He was
that
talking.
ain't right, man.
He was
Nah,
cussing
nah. He was
Zerubbabel.
He
talking.
was
Nah, he
cussing
was talking.
Zaru out. He wasn't
No,
talking to me.
no,
I wasn't even here.
Zerubbabel
nah.
asked
That
that man one question and that man flipped out on all of
I
us.
didn't
And then
ask that
when he
nigga
made him miss
shit,
his
man. Don't do
turn,
that. Come on, sis.
everything he missed his turn.
Man, I'm about to get out here and be like, look, checkmate. Hey, Tiffany is a goddamn liar, yo.
Don't do that.
I'm going to
Yeah,
get back my Christ, Michael. Fuck what you talking about. I'm going to get
yeah.
my God back.
Fucking let
You
it
know,
be
I'm going
known
to be.
then. Let it be
He the only
known.
one that care. He
I,
the only one that care. He the
I'm the
only
only
one
one that don't
that
care.
believe God is light. He know God is light. Y'all
He just
niggas.
cussed us out about God. It's
He
because
cussed this nigga out about God
No,
is
he
light.
cussed y'all niggas out.
If I talk to Christ Michael right now about God is light, all he gonna do is agree with me.
he said, fuck all you bitches and hoes.
Yeah, see, I ain't no bitch or no hoe, so he most definitely wasn't talking to
He
me.
said, fuck all you bitches and hoes. Shit the fuck
Uh, I, I, I,
you.
nigga, I'm on my Jacob shit. I don't mind fighting God.
No, nigga, fuck all that.
God
Hey,
damn.
why y'all niggas stay on that damn dodging bullets type shit? Niggas be talking directly to y'all, and y'all be like, nah, I ain't talking to me. Like y'all some
Yo,
goddamn
I want to be on that
matrix
punk
He
ass
niggas.
said,
God is like
hold
shit,
on.
but y'all don't want to
Hey,
motherfucker with
did you
God
hear
right
what
here in the
New
face.
said? He said, I'm on my Jacob shit. I don't mind fighting.
Hey, now he wanna be a part of the fold. Now, nigga.
Nah, I'm just saying, I'm on my Jacob shit, nigga. You gonna say fuck me, nigga? We could fight.
Stop
They
all that.
motherfuckers crazy. Zaru pissed him off.
Yeah, Zaru did that shit. He always
No, I
pissing
did
people
not.
off, man.
Nigga, you was in the goddamn store. How the fuck you know what the fuck I said? I just
How you
came
know
in
I was
here.
in the store, cuz?
Cause he lived through
Cause
me,
your wife
nigga.
said so, man. Cause your wife
Cause
said
he
so.
lived through me.
Now,
We
hold
are
on. Now
one
what?
motherfucker.
Now what? Now what?
We are
Talking about so
one.
how I
We are
hold on. How,
one. That's
how I
that's
know
that's
you in the store?
motherfucking it. We
You
are
know,
one.
Tiff.
And
You
we
know,
can't
Tiff.
be
Hey,
shit.
hold on. Hey, nah. You know. Hey, hold on. Hey, you know, Tiff. She really think that I'm her big brother. So she know. She told me. Nah, I knew punk ass is in the store. I was like, I bet.
Damn.
This motherfucker is
Hey, New.
lying like a mother. You lying,
This girl thought
Hey,
niggas.
New, let's get back.
understand his relationship with God, and then he just sat
Right.
there and fucked up Christ Michael. Oh,
So let's get back on the topic with you and Lex, and let's revisit that.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey,
Well,
what was Lex saying, New?
well, you know,
are y'all recording? Y'all
yeah.
recording?
Yeah, we've been recording for the last 2 hours.
I be winding this shit back. Christ Michael could have touched the fuck
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
He
see
showed
now,
out. That's all right.
hey, no, so
His
now
show is next
I'm
week,
gonna
y'all.
fall back. I'm gonna fall back.
Yeah, so with me and Lex
So you thought we
Vortex
were just
saying,
in the back chat, huh? Yeah, I thought we told y'all.
look, so the thing with Lex Vortex is in our debate, he was supposed to be proving that God is darkness. That was the whole basis and premise of the shit he was saying. He was dark side, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. But yet, when it came to the actual debate, nigga, you never even proved darkness. You didn't prove darkness creates anything. You didn't prove that darkness was the catalyst to life. You didn't prove none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying and what I'm demonstrating proves that light is not only the catalyst to life, it is the sole reason and purpose for movement and thinking and the whole 9 yards. So you can't have that. You can't have mental facilities without these electrons firing off in your head. So him sitting here trying to explain away the processes that light goes through does not it does not rebut the fact that light is the creator. Light is the God. Light is that thing which holding everything together. That light electrons is that one thing that's in all things. And he never He never rebutted that. You can't rebut what's the honest to God truth. So that's why I'm like, it was good. They judged this shit as a tie, but in actuality, dude got beat the fuck up because he didn't bring nothing to the table. He didn't have nothing to fucking defend. Nothing. He bought nothing, bro. So it was misguided, and
Would
he
you
could.
consider having that conversation with him again?
Oh yeah, we most definitely. I wouldn't mind having the same conversation with him. All right. I don't mind having the same I put him in your place. In the back. Yeah. So I don't mind having a conversation with him again, man. Like, probably not as a debate because, like I said, all these niggas is gonna do is sit here and deny, and this is their basic defense when they try to come up against God as light is denial. And as I keep trying to tell people, denial is not proof. That just shows that you just disbelieve or you just don't understand the information. It don't mean that it's false. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm telling you that without light you couldn't have mental facilities, and then you're gonna turn around and tell us that God is consciousness, and then when you hear me when I say it again that you can't have mental facilities without electrons. You cannot have mental facilities without electricity. The chemical reaction that creates energy in your body, you cannot fucking have that shit without electrons. You cannot have chemistry without electrons. The basics of chemistry is electrons. You see what I'm saying? So he had a good argument. He speaks well. But when it comes to actually differentiating or actually sustaining his whole stance of what is or isn't God, nigga, you just a disbeliever. You just a disbeliever. You don't believe in God. You don't know God because you don't know self. Like him and some other guys, they are quick to tell you, oh no, I'm dark matter. We're dark matter. No, the fuck you ain't. Because if you're going by what science say with dark matter, that says that dark matter don't interact with electromagnetism. That's the theory that they're saying. But you as a human being, you're irradiating light and heat, nigga. Breathe on your hand. You feel that heat coming out of you? That's thermal heat. In science, they call that infrared. That's part of the light spectrum, infrared heat. That's what that shit is. So you're literally emanating this light coming off of your body, even though you can't see it. But if I put on some infrared goggles, I could clearly see that you light up like a motherfucking sun. You see what I'm saying? So in the end, he really never did anything when it came to like actually rebutting what I was saying about God. All you did was reconfirm what I'm saying. You want to talk about nuclear processes, fine. You can talk about nuclear processes. In the end, nigga, you can't have the nuclear process without fucking electrons. You see what I'm saying? So that whole concept of nuclear is misguided because nuclear science deals with specifically electromagnetism, specifically dealing with electronic configurations and stuff like that, adding and removing electrons to create ions. You know what I'm saying? That is the basis, ionic covalent bonds and shit like that's the basis of fucking chemistry. So you can't even talk about consciousness or what's in the mind without dealing with the fucking hardware and dealing with the software that shit running on, which is light. Your body is using electricity to power the flesh. You can't get around that shit. And that's why I'm telling people like, nah, this is the real God. This is the real tangible, measurable God right here. Now, whether if you believe that God has a human mentality, that's on you. That's you. But I mean, your own book will tell you that God ain't a human. It tell you that God ain't a human. So the fact that we keep on trying to reduce God to a human status is just limiting the divine. When we go into the word divine, go look at the word divine. Go pull up the etymology to the word divine. It goes back into the Proto-Indo-European language, and the word is die, and it means to shine. That's what divine means. It means to shine. So what shine is divine. And it's like niggas don't understand this concept.
All right. Yeah. So what you was just trying to explain. I mean, at least to me, I'm not a scientist like the rest of y'all cats. But I mean, what you just was trying to explain was like forces and shit. But when you're talking about light, does your light have a physical? Does it have a physical aspect? I mean, what kind of light? What kind of color is the light that you're talking about? I knew.
What kind of color is light?
Yeah.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand your question, bro.
Oh, I mean, no. I understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, you might understand what you're trying to say, but when it's coming out, it's not translating as something that I can answer like that, because you're saying color is a product of light.
Yeah, thank you. You do understand what I'm saying. Okay, so now the original light that you believe in. Do you understand that?
No.
Okay, all right. So you said color is an aspect of light. Now earlier when I said light doesn't mean anything until it comes into contact with matter, right? So now if you even think about, this is like elementary school, earth science or something like that. Like when you do it, you remember when you used to be in school, elementary school, and you did experiments like shining light into a crystal prism. What does it do? It breaks into many different lights, right?
Yeah, it break it up into the visual light spectrum that you can see. Okay. But you're not seeing all the colors.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, I say on a third degree, we are seeing all the colors.
No, you're not. You ain't never seen radio. You don't know what radio look like.
What color is radio?
Exactly. That's my whole point. You can't see it.
Radio is a color?
Radio is light.
Okay.
You don't know what the color X-ray is. You don't know what the color gamma is. You don't know what you might know what the color ultraviolet is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't never seen X-ray color. You ain't never seen radio color.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? No, the humans have bad eyesight. You only see in the visual light spectrum. That's all you see. But other creatures on the planet.
So look, you are basically answering. You basically responded to what I just said. What you perceive to be light is not really light until it comes into contact with some type of matter. It really is.
Again, like I explained this to them before you left. I mean, after you left. That sounds good, bro. That
No,
sounds good, and it
the
sounds like
facts,
listen,
the
bro. It
facts
sounds like
always sound good.
listen. It sounds like
No,
a
I got you. I'm
credible.
gonna go on mute and I'm gonna let you talk.
It sounds like a credible rebuttal, but in the end of what you're saying, you have to prove that light did not exist prior to human existence. See the fact that you're going off the fact, oh well, light has to interact with material. No, it don't. No, it doesn't. Light will keep on going on and on and on forever, irregardless if it ever touched fucking material. If it ever touches material, then when you look at the concept that light itself, when you're talking about matter is when light waves infers on each other and their waves cross, and when their waves cross, in the intersection between the crossing creates matter. It's the same process when they go through the Hadron Collider and they smash those light particles together. When they smash those light particles together, guess what happens? Nigga, matter is created out of that shit.
I don't know about all that. Nope.
Bruh, I bought the shit when me and JJ debated. I bought the shit out.
I'm just telling you. Hold on. Don't worry about nobody else.
Well, yeah, but you just said
no,
you don't know.
Telling you
just
no,
said, listen, Zaru, you said you was going on mute.
No, but I'm telling you.
You just said you don't know. And that is the ultimate truth that you just said. You don't know.
Because hey, look, just because I don't study the shit, just because I don't study the shit the way that
that's why you don't know. Your Bible tells you to study to show thyself approved. So the fact that you ain't studied, okay.
The only thing you need to worry about in the Bible is that God created light. So for you to even mention the Bible is totally irrelevant.
No, it's
not. I'm just telling you. Yes, it is.
This is the reason why. This is the reason why it's not irrelevant.
I'm just telling you that light to you niggas and us. The only reason there will be light.
Don't give an account of us niggas.
The only point
don't give an account of us niggas
light only exists because it hits matter.
Listen, Zaru. Listen.
No, I'm only saying you want to hear yourself talk.
I heard what you only saying, and you just said it 1,000 times. Again,
I only said it twice.
Your walk with God is personal. So it don't matter what the fuck I'm thinking. It don't matter what the fuck the next man thinking. But if your walk with God is not an authentic walk, that's on you. So in the end of the day, when I see and I concept and rationalize God, this is the way it comes to me. You might not have got this revelation.
Then you need to be out here promoting that this is your belief.
Let me land the plane. Let me land the plane.
But yet still, light don't really exist until it hits some matter, man.
Let me finish cooking before you try to eat. Let me finish
cooking. Man, you spilling all over the goddamn stove. What you mean keep cooking?
Look, let me keep cooking. No matter how messy it gets.
And then we got a question from the audience.
You're going to be able to eat.
All right.
All right, we got a question from the audience, too. Real quick, Sister Amana, I am Manus. She wants to know, does that light that you say is God, does it have intelligence? So go ahead and get into that after you get done dealing with Zuru.
Okay, so the question, does light have intelligence? Yes, light has intelligence because light exists in a particle wave duality. It exists in a state of being material and immaterial at the same time. And it has the ability to be either left, right, up, or down, repulse or attraction. Now, to a finite human, they might see something that simple and be like, oh, that's not intelligence. But that is one of the most intelligent things. One of the great questions in history is to be or not to be. That's yes or no. That's right or wrong. That's on, that's off. That's left, that's right. That's up, that's down. That is intelligence. You understand what I'm saying? And then for light to filter into your body and power your mind and your physical matter, and then for you to ask if light is intelligence when you yourself is a light being with electromagnetism pouring out of your pores. Of course light is intelligent. You have intelligence. You are a light being. You made out of electrons, protons, neutrons, and a host of other shit. Yes, of course it's intelligent.
Hey, that was a sister. She didn't know, where you was coming from.
Yeah. If that came off abrasive, I wasn't trying to be.
Hey, and let me piggyback on that. You can't even have a thought without a light signal going off in your brain. I just want to say that.
So when like even when we go down to DNA, right? In your genes, it says this gene is on, this gene is off. This gene is on, this gene is off. One gene being on or off will determine if your ass have wings or gills. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, that's intelligence. That's real intelligence. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you have animals have what they call instinct. Ain't nobody teaching the animals none of this shit. The animals ain't never done it before, but all of a sudden they just automatically had this programming where they just know what the fuck to do. And that shit comes because the light has a specific frequency. It radiates at a specific hertz. You know what I'm saying? And those hertz, those frequencies are specific instructions for the functionality of whatever the thing is, whether it's organic or inorganic.
Man, all beings on the planet Earth have an instinct. All organisms or all species on the planet Earth have an instinct.
Well, I just said that, so I don't even know why you're reiterating that.
No, okay. No. Maybe you didn't hear what your damn said. Maybe you don't hear what you said, but okay.
Yeah, so yeah, man. So when you like I said, when you look at the concept of God, I don't personify God as a human because I know that God is pure energy. It's not a human. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like using terms like God the Father or He or His or Him because now I've reduced God to a gender. Now I gotta prove God got testicles and a penis when I call him. You see what I'm saying? And then you start going into idol worship. Now y'all worshiping males. You worshiping niggas now. Deities, penises. Because it's God the Father. And it's not just God, the energy. You see what I'm saying? When you personify that shit and reduce it into human form, you just limit God. When you put a name on God, this is God's name. When you put a name on it, you just limit God. You just put God in a box. That's why I say, no, God is light. Light is electromagnetism. All I could do is explain the relationship that I have with this God or with this light. I can only explain my experience with it. You see what I'm saying? So my experience with light is without it, I would not be alive. That's my experience with it.
Okay, then you need to tell people that that's what your belief is.
I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to tell you that because you will say, oh, the Most High, Yahweh, whoever the fuck, El Elyon, you will say that shit. I don't say that. I say God is light. So when you say Elohim, when you say El, when you say Yahweh and shit, everybody automatically know that that's your concept of God. When I say God is light, light is electromagnetism, you automatically know what my concept of God is. So I don't have to tell you shit.
Okay, but your God is a secondary God.
No,
yes,
it's only secondary
man.
to you. To you,
well,
again, let me explain. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you again.
Okay, because if my God, hold on, and I'm gonna say this, because if my God created everything, and you saying that God is electromagnetism, first to have electromagnetism, you have to have mass and what? And what? I knew. What else do you have to have electromagnetism? Is that your God?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Okay, nah, I ain't got to tell you nothing, man. You know it all.
Yeah, no, see, I never said I know it all.
You fall back, man. You better figure that shit out, man.
I'm not the nigga that walk around and say I know all. Y'all just assume I know all because I be cracking y'all fucking head. You see what I'm saying? I don't walk around professing that shit. I tell y'all all the time, I'm not your motherfucking teacher. Nigga, I just told you, nigga, your experience with God, nigga, is your own personal walk. So it don't fucking matter what the fuck you believe. This is the reason why you motherfuckers can't defeat the fucking premise of God is light, because you can't tell me what the fuck God is to me. I can't tell you what God is to you. I can tell you your God fake based on the fact that there's no evidence of that, nigga. You can't say that shit about my God.
But
At
yet and
all,
still, I
period.
just told you that your God is light, is a limited theory. It is.
Okay, again, according to you. But what you
No,
think don't
according to
fucking
science.
no, bro. Again, according to individual scientists that you may have read, I can show you astrophysicists that believe the same thing that I believe. So what does that mean?
Let me say something. Zerubbabel, the Bible says God is light and there's no darkness in him, right? Well, light is defined as the entire electromagnetic spectrum,
So let me
which is
stop you
both
right there.
visible and wait, no,
Metaphors.
don't
Let
stop me.
them
Hey,
cook.
Let me
Let them
land
cook.
the plane, Zerubbabel.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Light, all right. Light is both seen and unseen. Now let me go back to the scripture. The scripture said God is light and there is no darkness in him. And again, the light is defined as the visible electromagnetic spectrum. Well, it's the electromagnetic spectrum, which only a small portion of that is visible to the human eye. You know what I'm saying? What we perceive as darkness is actually just light you cannot see. God is light. There is no darkness in him. And I land the plane.
Hallelujah. Now praise his name, cuz.
Now, in response to what Ruben just said, now is light not also a metaphor for laws and wisdom? Is it not, Ruben?
Can you have wisdom, Zerubbabel, and
Hold
laws
on,
without
no. Answer that one. Just say yes or no.
It's Zerubbabel. Yes, it's light because you
Okay,
can't have
then thank
laws.
you.
You can't have.
So
You
try
can't have
another way.
laws.
Try
You
another
can't
way.
have. You can't have laws and wisdom without neurons firing off light signals inside of your brain, Zerubbabel. So it goes right
Everybody
back to
got that
light
shit.
regardless.
Everybody got that. What are you
Yeah,
talking
that's
about,
because
Ruben?
everybody is a light being.
Ruben,
It's
think
simple.
twice,
Look,
man.
yo.
Think twice
Look,
before you speak, bro.
this is why, Zaru, this is why I tell you that your lack of faith is disturbing to me. Because your book tell you that you are the children of the light. That's what your shit say.
Do y'all
So
niggas not here to
who
fuck
the
what
fuck
y'all
are you?
saying,
Who
man?
the fuck are you to go against your own goddamn doctrine?
Do y'all not hear what y'all saying?
Do you hear
Y'all
what
Yeah,
you
niggas
saying?
y'all niggas
the
want to be the
Bible do.
light.
So
Y'all
you
niggas
telling
want to
me
y'all
you
niggas
telling me
want to
the
be
Bible don't
disciples.
say
Y'all
you
want
are
to be
born out of light?
disciples of the damn sun, but yet and still light don't really
The
exist
sun
until
is
it come
not
in contact with
the
with
sun is
That's a
material.
only
lie. That's
one
a
light
lie,
source.
Zuru, because you ain't never known a time. You
The
ain't never
sun
known a
the
time
sun is only
where
one
there
light
was.
source, bro.
Hey, look, I said what I said. Look, if y'all
The
still
sun
want to
is
try to
only one
goddamn
source of
contend it,
light.
it ain't me.
I
It ain't
mean,
me. It
there's
ain't me.
light there's light that exists, Zuru, regardless of our sun. There's light.
Okay, but
And, and, and
in the scriptures, does it say that the light is like physical light?
that's a stat
The
question.
There
I
ain't no
mean, not all
stat
that.
question.
I mean,
Y'all
It's a
niggas.
stat question
Hey, you know
because
what? I'm gonna take a break, man. I'm gonna let
now
y'all think about it,
we
man.
would
I'll
have
be
to go
back in
into
a
the
second,
Bible
man.
and find we would have to go into the Bible and find the words physical light.
We're not gonna sit here and read the whole Bible to y'all
that's
rich
not
ass
enough.
niggas.
That's
I
my
mean,
whole point. That's why I said it's a stat question.
It ain't no that's a one sentence, man, and you think it's stat?
Bro, just because
Man,
it's
you need to
one
go
sentence
read the
don't mean
Bible,
it
the
ain't
man.
Bible don't
stat.
tell you the Bible don't say one kind of light.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's gamma ray light. It's X-ray light. The Bible don't say that. It just say God is light. But
That's all it say.
I can tell you what it does say, and I already know you're going to say this is a metaphor. It says God is a sun and a.
A shield. And that's exactly what the sun do. The sun shield your ass from interstellar cosmic rays that would strip your fucking DNA, unravel your fucking DNA, and the sun stops that shit. The sun is a shield. God is a sun and a shield. That's right. And that's why I say they lack of faith in their own shit is fucking disturbing. If you are a true believer, believer in God, God is light should be strengthening your faith, not destroying it. So if God is light concept is destroying your faith, that means that the shit you're fucking believing in is fake. Because God, what is real, what is truth is self-evident to every fucking body. And it don't need no book. It don't need no missionaries. None of that shit. It is what it is, and it always will be, because that's what it's always been. You believe, y'all listen to these scientists and they'll tell you about the Big Bang. I don't subscribe to the Big Bang. I don't subscribe to the Big Bang because the Big Bang says that there was nothing at first, and then all of a sudden something happened. I don't believe in that shit. I believe there's always been something. There's never been a time when there's not nothing. There's always been something. Even in your book, even in y'all book, it says in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was formed, was not void. Boom. And the spirit of the Lord hovered over the face of the deep. So that right there already told you it was already something. The Lord was here and he was hovering over the fucking face of the deep. So something was fucking here. Something was here. So there was never a time where there was nothing. That shit's a myth. Nothing is a fucking myth. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe in the Big Bang. I don't believe in that shit. And the whole Big Bang concept was created by Judeo-Christians who were trying to justify their belief in the Bible. So that even their assessment of it is still biased according to their own religious bias and their own religious narrative. When you do science, you can't put your own religious narrative, your own racist narrative on the motherfucking shit, because it pollutes and taints the subject. It taints it. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, when people start using the scientific mind when it comes to this religious, spiritual stuff, they'll be back on the proper course. But when your mind is religious first, it's religious first. When you ask a person, what is spirit? These niggas can't tell you what spirit is. They're gonna say breath. Right. They're gonna go back to a Bronze Age concept of what the fuck spirit is, because these niggas can't think past their own fucking ass. So, but if you ask me, a person who believes in the spiritual realm and the physical realm, a person who exists in particle and wave duality, like I am, I'm a light being, so I exist in both realms, light and the energetic world and the material world at the same time. I am physical body, and I'm mind, mental consciousness, light at the same time. I am particle and wave at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And it's like until they start understanding those concepts, they're never gonna understand this shit. So when you go into what is spirit, spirit is the electron. When you go into the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, when you go into ancient Greek or any of those other shit, they're gonna tell you is breath, but they're not going in depth and telling you why breath is spirit. Because I had this same argument with Takori, and he said, it's spirit, it's just wind, it's wind. I said, okay, Takori, why don't you show and prove to us how wind creates matter, or how wind creates life? Take your hot ass toxic breath, breathe that shit into something and make some shit come alive. You can't do it because it's something more than what you're talking about. It's something more than just breath. You see what I'm saying? And the truth is, it's the electron configuration of nitrogen and oxygen, which is powering your shit. If it wasn't for the electron configuration of oxygen and nitrogen, when you breathe in, those electrons goes into your bloodstream.
They can shock you back to life, though.
Yeah, they can shock you back to life, but you know what they not gonna do? They not gonna hook a Torah up to your monkey ass and say, Yahweh, and your ass gonna pop up. They not gonna do that. They're not gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, again, nigga, if your book tell you seeing is believing, and you ain't never seen a motherfucker hook a Bible or a Torah up to a nigga and bring him back to fucking life, then how the fuck you gonna sit here and say that this shit is the truth? It's not. It's not. It's a nice concept. It's a good moral concept, bro. But when you talking about reality, the shit around you, the shit that we can see, the book say seeing is believing. So again, it's like we create an experiment, the hydrogen collider. We smash these photons together. The photons create matter. This is what the fuck we observe. This is what the fuck we're seeing. Collectively as humans, this is what the fuck we're seeing when we do these experiments. The experiments are going according to the scriptures. Study to show thyself approved. That's what the fuck they doing. But then you got these kook fanatics. Oh, no, that ain't real. Oh, no, that ain't this. Oh, why? Because it's science? Are you fucking stupid? Nigga, science most definitely proves the existence of fucking God. Most definitely. But if your concept of God is based in human emotion, and humanality, I'm gonna make up a word. If it, you know what I'm saying? If it's made up in humanism, then yeah, that shit's gonna be fake. But when you put God in the concept of energy, everything becomes possible.
Hey, family.
Everything becomes possible.
Real quick, family. We got Six Figure in the audience, and I don't think he understands where you're coming from. Six Figure is an atheist, so
okay.
Yeah. Six Figure. We in a back chat, so I can't offer you to jump on and explain yourself, or But Karima, all the moderators that's the moderators on the other channel, can you give them their wrenches? They're asking for their wrenches on this channel. If you close by the, I don't know if you can do it from the back chat or not.
You said your wrenches?
No, I was
okay.
Karima, the people like Ayamana and Omar and who else over here that got it. Not on that's on the other channel. No, they're not there. Yeah, but I thought we gave them riches on this channel. Ayamana, who else? Omar. I am Malachi Israel. That's Big Baby Hebrew. Yeah, see. Well, at least those three. Yeah, all right. Let's see. Dominique. I think you gave Dominique one on the other channel too. Dominique was there. All right. And then if Ruben and a new respond in the chat, throw them a wrench too. All right, y'all go ahead, man. Continue.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, real quick. We got another show starting at what time, Karima? Big Baby Hebrew. They're going at 8 p.m. 8. Okay. 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, so we still got time. So you can get back into it, Anu.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man. So like I said, when it comes to that concept, if your concept of God again is rooted in human attributes and shit like that, yeah, it's gonna be fake. Because God ain't a human. God is energy. You know what I'm saying? God is light. That's the reason why. Like when it says, God made us and let us make man in our image. They're not talking about leg, arm, head. They're not talking about penises and vaginas. They're not talking about eyeballs, ears, and noses. They're talking about the electromagnetic makeup of your spirit. That's what the fuck they're talking about. It's not talking about your physical matter. It's just not, and it never will be talking about those things. You see what I'm saying? And it's like these concepts are hard to grasp if you are a religious fanatic, because the whole time they've been telling you that God is a man, God is a man, God is a man. They've been telling you this shit your whole life. So that's what in your head. That's the concept of God that you got. Some pompous tyrant sitting up on the throne in heaven, pointing his finger at people, giving them orders and directions. and then punishing their ass for following out the will that he gave them. That's your concept of God, and that's the reason why that shit fucked up in your head. You know what I'm saying? My concept of God has transcended that shit. I realize that God is energy, God is light, and God don't give a flying fuck about human affairs. If he did, all this shit wouldn't be going on. God is a God of love, true peace, and happiness and all that shit. Then why would he allow rapists, murderers, and killers and genocidal maniacs to reign on his creation? Why? To prove to some other motherfuckers who don't believe in him that he exists? So he's gonna sacrifice his true believing children in order to teach the non-believers some shit? Would you do that shit? Would you destroy your own children to teach some other bastard ass children that ain't yours? Would you do that shit for them? Do that make sense to you? It don't make sense to me. I wouldn't do it. I'm not gonna destroy my children just to teach some other bastard ass children some shit that ain't listening to a goddamn thing that I'm saying to them. Why would I waste my energy? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if the concept in the Bible telling you that this is for me and my people. This is for me and my people. I'm here to save my people. You know what I'm saying? Then why the hell you sitting here trying to save the whole goddamn world? You just supposed to be an example to the world. You're not supposed to be in this motherfucker doing the same shit they ass doing. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be an example. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna be an example doing the same religious fanaticism that the rest of these motherfuckers doing? No, we need to update. We need to bring our understanding about the world around us up to date, man. And it's like if we don't do that shit, we're gonna be stuck. That's the problem with religion. Religion limits your fucking thinking.
And let me address something real quick, family. I'm sorry. Michael Smith, like I say, man, me, Sonetta, Judenizers, Black Jesus Minister, we can respond to anything we want. We don't need your permission. If we want to respond to GMS versus Old Testament, that's our damn prerogative, brother. What the hell is you talking about? And then in the next breath, you told me not to call you Old Testament. Now, which one is you today? You said, I don't classify me as Old Testament. Now you in this chat classifying yourself as Old Testament. Brother, you need some help. And Kareem, one more time, I don't know if you must can't, can you do it from here? Because a couple of people still they ain't got their wrench. But go ahead, man. I just had to address Michael Smith. He always thinking somebody doing him in or scared of Michael Smith. Man, cut it out, man. There you go.
And you ain't never been scared. That's one thing I got vouch for.
He be saying everybody's scared of him. Go ahead and move, and we're gonna have to wrap it up because we got another show we're getting ready to start. Thinking
all right, yeah. Like I said, man, but it's pretty cut and dry, man. Like I said, if your concept of God is just rooted in human attributes, then yeah, you're gonna have a limited understanding of God. But when your understanding of God comes from a more energetic, a more quantum-like source, then all things become possible. And that's what your book say about God. All things are possible through Him. That's what it say. So
we got Christ Michael back. Hey, Christ, let's chill out on the F-bombs, please.
Yeah, sorry for talking you all out, man. I apologize for talking you all out, but I saw something that, every time I smell pussy, I get mad. Because if I can't fuck it, it ain't my wife one. So if it smell, it can make me mad. And when I speak on somebody, and he's going to talk about life, I made a point. He deliberately want to run on about God is life. Like he want to just continue running on with nothing. Then there's something going on the planet that everybody got to know. And it have nothing to do with me. Everything what I tell you all is up to do with you all also. If you see me tell you, look here, fire coming. I tell myself this. If you see me tell you, I give you space to repent from your fornication, from your adultery, from your lies, from your mediocrity, from your LGBT and baby killing. Now, that don't mean that if you're LGBT, you're going to go and not enter the kingdom. No, that doesn't mean that. It means that I'm going to show you the way. The fornicator can't throw stones at the LGBT. The shit pastor who's screwing his wife in the arse, he can't talk either. But the pastors and those who go into church and saying, Lord, 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 and all that, and they're not out in the open, they have to shut up too. We could talk about science, philosophy, God, and all these things, but unless we face the facts that we need to get righteous, we're wasting time. All your knowledge and all your science would mean nothing in the face of unrighteous living. And we have to qualify what is righteousness. Because everybody want to duck and run on and don't want to face some facts about righteous living, doing the will of the Father. Whether I'm Christ or whether I'm not, no matter what, there's some things that the nation got to face, America in particular. Until the people get righteous, until the people realize, wait a minute, I'm breaking the first commandment. Give all to my God with all my strength and all my might. I'm breaking that. No wonder I break the second commandment, to love one another. No wonder I break the fornication. No wonder I break the adultery. No wonder I break lies. It's 0.6. Okay, just hold on. Yeah, I'm on my GPS at the same time. So I'm breaking when we reveal what is sin and what is not sin, only then can we be able to understand what we're doing. And the only way to know what is sin and what is not sin is to remove the clouds, remove all the gray areas, remove all those things. In other words, establish what is hypocrisy. Because what happened is we're so associated with the flesh of our being. We are so much entrenched, enthralled, and attached to our flesh and all of its urges and its wants and its desires and its cravings. We're so much attached to that we're unable to identify with what is reality as far as sin and righteousness is concerned. We think if we smoke weed, we're sinners. If we drink alcohol, we're sinners. If we cuss, we're sinners. If we have tattoos on our bodies or piercings, we're sinners. That's where we get screwed. Because as long as we identify tattoo, drinking, smoking, cussing, things of that nature with sin, then we can always think of ourselves, we're nothing. We're nothing. We're just sinners. And anybody who comes saying that they're righteous, you'll say, boy, get out of my face. You can't talk stupidness. And that's why Jesus always taught, do not fret the things that hurt your flesh, but go into your mouth and come out your ass and go to the draft and all that. Don't smoke and you're worrying about you're fretting, you're swallowing camels while you're swatting at little gnats. That's what you're doing. And so when you identify the flesh and learn moderation, in other words, if you're drinking, don't drink too much. If you're smoking, don't smoke too much. Learn moderation. If you're eating, don't eat too much. Learn moderation. So even if you're cussing, learn moderation. Because you're gonna cuss sometimes, even in your mind. So learn moderation. And know that there's a time and a place for all things. And so now, when you are able to see that, you're not going to be so hard on yourself. Oh, I can't serve God and be drinking alcohol. Stop talking shit. Or I can't serve God and smoking weed. Stop talking ass. Oh, I can't serve God because I got this tattoo. Stop talking bull crap. But if you're screwing around on your wife, you're still a whoremonger. You're still looking for another man this way, that way, the next way. Man with money, looking for material things. You're still in fornication. You can't control your dickhead. You can't control your clit. You can't say no to pussy, dick and ass, ka-ching, ka-ching, and bling, bling, bling. Cash to make you weak hard dash. You still, you can't handle it. You don't know how to do without food for a couple of days. So if you're hungry, you're ready to give up the pussy. You're ready to bend over and take it up the ass because you got some bills to pay and you don't want to lose the car. You don't want to lose the house. You don't want to lose this. You don't. So you sacrifice your soul. Are you mediocre or are you hot for God? Because if you don't hot for God, you're wasting time. No, what does it say? Use what?
Whoa. Hey, come on, bro. You got to clean up the language, man. We got people all over the world that watches, and some
No
watch
problem.
the children.
I'll clean up the language.
Please.
I'll clean up the language. To let them. I just wanted people all over the world to see the facts, because too much people all over the world are drowning in hypocrisy. They're looking for an Obama. They're looking for an Obama with a slick talk, a nice walk. Don't curse, don't drink, don't smoke. That's your that's your trophy guy. And then what he's gonna do? He's gonna shove it up your ear in the end. Shove it up your ear in the end by making a man say that it's okay and it's good for a man to marry a man, for a man to mount a man. It's okay. Okay. So you see, these are the things what left on the fork. These are the things that is important. You see, you worry if you sweat about it. I cuss sometimes. Then you're gonna miss the boat. Now I know I have to control it, and I thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. But I wish somebody, anyone, any part of the world would say that I'm a sinner because I have a dirty mouth now and again. I remember when I cussed somebody in the church on Fidolio Street that was blocking me from getting the point across, and they kept on blocking me for months. I got so fed up with it, I stood between the pulpit and them and the pastor. And I asked the pastor, Christine, are you with me? And when she said yes, I said, well, you better get your bitches and hoes off my back. I walked out the door. The gentleman ran to the door and he told me, Michael, you're not welcome here anymore. When I left Nassau, I got a telephone call saying that they found him dead. That's how serious it is. And that was in the church. Another church, I had to curse somebody in there. See, a lot of people don't understand, right? That when you might curse, but that don't make you a sinner. I keep cutting in and out of this thing because of this GPS. But nonetheless, my point is this, right? Guys, listen to me carefully. You're gonna get duped. World, you all are duped right now. The devil has gone out to deceive the whole world. And everybody, because they're so been crystallized for so long, for centuries, told the same thing over and over again. You could tell them the truth, that challenges it, but their intellects are not where it's supposed to be. And they're too much attached to booty. They're too much attached to that. So their minds is not focused to be able to appreciate truth. And if it comes in a package, not as you want it, not as you expected, it didn't come like you expected, riding on a white horse in a cloud in the air. But he come to this little black nigga down here, just like one of y'all, telling y'all like it is, and even cussing y'all. Smoking his joint, drinking his wine, and having a good time. Going through hassles in life, hard times in life, but staying faithful and true to the end. Not being afraid to lose credibility because I cuss. Not being afraid to lose credibility because I got a tattoo in my forehead. That my wife for years avoided me. was ashamed to be in public with me. When we live in a society that is lost in hypocrisy, lost, and so lost and so enslaved, they got to depend on the government for everything, whether they pay for it or not. They got to depend. They're not independent. They're enslaved institutionally. And they will come against me, the one that come to freedom. They will come against me because I'm coming up and telling them what the pastors are not. The pastor's teaching prosperity. I'm preaching reality. You're not going to see God being unrighteous. And you could talk about the Iracha book. You could talk about the Bible, Kemet teaching, this teaching, and we were the black Israelites and all that. But until you come to some facts about how you must conduct your life, don't throw no stones at me and don't judge me, because you could get killed in your sleep. Your heart could burst and explode in your chest, because that's how serious the day and time that we live in. When man's hearts shall fail them. The things that is happening, that is coming upon this earth, everybody is watering it down. But there's going to become a time. Weeping and gnashing of teeth is real. There's going to come a time when you're going to remember me. Oh, I used to go everywhere with a loud voice, a shout, and a command, with the voice of the archangel, and letting you know. And no matter how much I told you, no matter how much I screamed to you, no matter how much I put it down, I got disrespected. I got dishonored. I got ignored. I got mocked. I got denied, refuted, disputed, pushed aside. But I am the truth. I am the way. I am the light, and I am the life of the world. If any man, if any woman have any burden, anything that worry them, they know deep in their soul, come unto me. Come unto me. I tell you truth, you shall find freedom. Indeed. I tell you truth with no doubt. If your heart is pure and you come unto me, you shall be free. And you shall set your prophecy, your testimony, to let them know what Jesus Christ, Michael, has done unto thee. What the Spirit of Christ has done. But living in this world with no faith, a world with people have no faith, they became secularists, materialists, humanists. They go about their daily grind with God hard to find. Never on their mind, hardly a prayer, a bit of prayer, our Father. And they even forgot how to say that. That's the kind of world we live in. A world that calls good evil. They call a man like me evil. He's of the devil. The Bible talk about that. The false prophet coming before Christ, because they could never envision that I'm the Michael of the book of Daniel. They talk about the Bible as if the Bible. But when I show them Daniel 12, all of a sudden everybody, they go on to Jesus. I showed them Jesus have a new name. They still won't hold on to Jesus. I don't see how Jesus' Father could be less than Jesus. Just Jesus could be greater than his Father. And Jesus' name greater than the Father's name. That don't make no sense to me. I'm Michael. And it's Michael. Michael is feminine. Michael is David's first wife. And it's spelled M-I-C-H-A-L. Michael is the word of God, the word of the Trinity of paradise. And the word of the Trinity has 3 vibrations. Michael! And before Michael, there was nothing made that was made. And when you see and hear Michael, you've heard God. And the world got to know Michael of never dawned. the personification of Michael of paradise. And the Christians gotta come. The Muslims gotta come. The Jews gotta come to Alleluia Jah. So if you say Allah to be God, you gotta be my God. If you say Yahweh to be God, you gotta be my God. Everybody God. And if you say Jehovah, it gotta be my God and everybody God. That means the three of them gotta be union as one. No other way. Alleluia Jah. I want y'all to start teaching my philosophy. Preaching my philosophy. Let them know that Allah, Yahweh, and Jehovah gotta come. Otherwise, whichever one of them stand against me, if the Jews stand against me, they shall be annihilated. If the Christians stand against me, they shall be annihilated. Only those who stand with Michael shall live. All others shall perish from the way. I am the way. No man cometh to the Father lest he come through me. And who am I? The word that I speak, that I am. The word that I speak, every word that pour from my mouth, from my spirit, that I am. Don't judge me and say that I am God. That's a flesh. That's the least of me. Know that I am a philosophy, a concept, an ideal. I am that was, that is, and forever shall be. There's none beside me. You can call on whoever you wish. You can tell your Christians that Michael said they call on Jesus till they black and blue. They ain't coming through. I know what I do. I am the truth. And there's no greater truth than what I am. That I am. That I always shall be. I am one with my spirit. When you hear my spirit, so you have heard me. I am he of the prophecy. Tittle by tittle, title by title, text by text, precept by precept, word by word of the living God. None can contest me. None. None upon the planet. The Urantia Foundation gotta come. The Galactic Federations is with me. Y'all gotta put your trust in me. Y'all gotta believe in me. Y'all gonna hear me. I was sent by God. I was sent for your salvation. And everything what I say is for me also. Because if I puff myself up with pride, I am a dead man. If I try to steal God's glory, I am a dead man. I'm not going to go against myself. And if I abandon this mandate, this cause, this mission, if I tell you that, oh, I'm only kidding, I'm not the Christ, I'm not the Messiah, I'll drop dead right there. Right there. If I tell you I am not the second coming of Jesus Christ, I will drop dead right then. If I doubt who I am, I'm dead. I'm at that point of no return. I'm at that point of faith that you can't touch. I'm at that point where I know that I am, that I do, that I am. I'm at that point where I'm so far in this to think, to even imagine, it's like darkness to me. To even imagine me stopping. If I fail, then God is a failure. That's how much depths you're going to witness against me, and how much coming to light and life you're going to witness because of me and accepting me that I am. Moses had his time with the Old Testament. Jesus had his time with the New Testament. I am the new providence of the living God. And none can take it away. I am that one born this way in sin and shame. Born in sin and shame, just like y'all. Falling short of the glory, just like y'all. But I had to overcome. I had to overcome. If I didn't overcome, I would not be the one that have the rod of iron to rule the nations. If I didn't overcome, I wouldn't be the one to have the bright morning star. If I didn't overcome, I wouldn't be the one to have the hidden manna and the keys to open the book. You could tell that I am the one, that I give you revelations. Who has a better system to run the world, the planet, than I? The one that God has chose for it. The one that God has fashioned in the fire. I am he. The governments could biddle and babble and do whatever they want to do. They all got to come through me. You will see this in the end. You will see things happening very quickly. And then you'll understand who I am. Everyone shall. Anybody got any questions for me? Anybody want to challenge me on anything? Anybody think I'm false in any way? You all, let me tell you something. I'm doing this for you all, you know. But mind you, I'm doing this for my God. This is a mandate for my God. But because I love my brothers and sisters, because I lay my life down for my brothers and sisters, that's what this is about. That's where I'm at with you all. Laying my life down till the death to make sure that my Father's will be done. And I cannot do the Father's will if I'm not serving you all. And so I must tolerate you all and chastise you all. Don't get mad if I chastise you. That's because I love you, I chastise you. That might sound crazy, but that is the truth. I spank my son because I love him. I don't like spanking nobody. Why nobody asking no question? Everybody going it.
Oh man, no, I had put my I'm at work. I had put my phone in my pocket, and I forgot all about I was on this phone, man. Damn, what happened? Everybody left.
I don't know if it's being recorded. If it's being recorded, I guess you all hear me. But if it's not being recorded, guess what? It ain't nothing but you never heard before. Because I've been running on for years. I've been running on for years.
Hey, hold up for 1 minute. Hey, Lex, you in this back chat right here, man. You've been called out. Don't be peeking around in the audience. Jump on this chat. Somebody want to holler at you. It's just a discussion. A new Kakarot is calling you out about your God is darkness crap. Get up in here and act like you got some goddamn sense. All right, go ahead.
You talking to me, Judah?
No, I'm talking to somebody in the audience. More text.
Sorry.
And no, he in the audience peeking around. Yeah, so go ahead and hit. Yeah, Lex peeking around. Hit him again with what you said.
Yeah, man. Like I said, Lex is a good brother, man. He got a lot of doubt in him, being an atheist and stuff like that. You know,
he said you was one of his students. I just thought I'd tell you.
No, I ain't none of his students. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. When it comes to that, I really don't understand a black man that don't believe, that don't have no concept in God. That shit's foreign to me. And you know, I find it real disheartening. You know what I'm saying? The fact that that these people just don't believe in God, bro. Like that's crazy.
Hey, there you go. Lex on the board. What's up, Lex?
What up, Lex?
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
What's
you said you got beat up in that God is light debate, man. I just gotta tell you.
You got handed it. You got his ass handed to him, man. It was a good debate, but nothing came out of it because he didn't demonstrate anything except for the fact that light creates everything, which was my whole basic point, that light was the catalyst of all life, which makes it the creator, or a creator, or the creator, however you want to rationalize it.
Oh, you trying to recover from the last little beat down I gave you. Oh, I see what's going on. Well,
how is it
I see
how's
what's
it a
going.
recovery? How's it
Brother,
a recovery if
brother.
the debate ended in a tie? How's it a recovery?
No, it didn't end in no tie. You
Yes,
know
it
that
did.
they added a judge, and then
Nah,
bias,
brother,
the
that
real
ended up
Hebrew
in a
comes
tie.
on. No,
It
brother,
ended up in a tie,
they
and
added a judge.
the premise of the
I
debate
cooked you,
was you
bro.
were supposed to. The premise of the debate
I
was you were
cooked you,
supposed
bro.
to be proving that darkness is somehow the catalyst to life and the creator's God. That's what you were supposed to be distinguishing, and you did nothing of the sort. So again, when you sat there and all you did was talk about the processes of light, all you did was strengthen my case. That's all you did. That's all
Okay.
you did. You didn't prove that darkness is the reason why we all living, breathing. You didn't prove that darkness is the reason why electrons doing what they do. You didn't prove none of that shit. So what did you actually prove? What did you actually bring to the table?
Oh,
Denial. That's what you bought. Denial. And denial ain't
You were
proof.
saying that light, brother. It's simple as this, because I can end the conversation in less than 10, 15 seconds. So
That's kind of arrogant, but go ahead.
can can I ask you this? Can I remove light from from space?
Can you remove light from space?
Yeah, yeah. Like
I don't even
if I
understand the nature
remove
of that
light,
question.
excuse me, can I say
if
something
I
about that?
remove
You cannot.
light, hold
How
up,
do you
listen,
remove
listen.
light from space?
See, told you, less than.
Hello?
What I'm asking you, if I remove light, is there still anything left?
Okay, so again, light
Brother,
is
that's a
electromagnetic.
yes or
Can
Bro,
I
no.
no,
answer
it's
that?
not.
Can I answer that?
If you're gonna ask me a question, then you allow me to
All
answer it the
right.
way I
See,
want, not based
you
on
ain't ready, bro.
your
You got
not based on
listen,
your irrigated answers. You want me to give you an irrigated answer, and
brother.
I'm not gonna
Listen,
do that.
man.
So
I've been doing this for a
if you
long
want to have
time.
a
You ain't ready
discord, we're
yet,
gonna
bro.
have discord. But
You
you
gotta
asking me a
study a
yes or
little
no
bit
question
more, man.
when
And I
you
believe
asking me a
you're a
yes
real
or no question,
intelligent.
when you're
Hey,
asking
You're a
me a
real.
yes or no
same
question,
time.
Hold on, brother. Hold
when
on.
you're
You're a real
asking me a yes or
intelligent
no
brother, bro.
question listen, when you asking me a yes or no question, I have to rationalize the concept of you eliminating light out of the universe, which is fucking impossible. So like that right there
No,
in
no, it's
itself,
not impossible. It's
that in
done.
itself. Okay, then
It's
you show
done
me
all
how
the
you
time.
eliminate. You show me how you eliminate electrons out of the universe. Show me. Show me the process that you go through to do that.
A black hole.
Nigga,
Hold
a
on.
black
Hold on. Can
a
I
black
say
hole
something?
that does not cancel out light. Again, you need to go study Hawking's radiation
So
and
what
find out
happens?
that
What
black holes
happens? What happens?
they do emit radiation, brother. Do you
What
know what
happens?
radiation is? Hold on, brother.
Hold
Do you
on,
understand what radiation is? Do you know what
brother.
radiation is?
Hold
Hey,
on a
But
second.
now I'm asking you a
hold
question.
on.
Do you know what radiation is?
Hey, listen. The space is not empty. So when you say remove light out of space, space is not empty. Okay? There are such the particles called ultimatons, which man has not discovered yet, past the electron. All right? Space is not empty. Space has particles. So be
All right,
very
can you
careful when
go?
you say now light has particles. Okay? So yes, and light can bend, refract, and light can be yes, you can take light from space, but you don't mean that space is gonna be empty. Remember, what you cannot see is far
Who
more than what
said
you
that
can.
though? Who said that it
Who
was
said
gonna
what?
be empty?
Who space that space is not empty?
Yeah, no one no one
My
implied
celestial
that
don't
space
say
would
so.
be empty. I just asked him if you remove light, would anything still exist?
Of course it still exists if you remove light. What are you talking about?
No, it
What do you
don't.
mean?
That
What do you,
that's the question.
I know
Man,
one
I ain't
Well,
second.
got time today,
What kind?
man.
if
See,
you
you
We'll
see, when you
talk.
say light, you only know one kind of light. So I understand
oh,
your
there it is.
thinking.
There it is,
So that's
right
the
there.
reason why you're talking
There
about
it
using
is,
light
right
if
there.
you remove light.
Christ
I don't even
Michael
know
You
what
just
you're
understand?
arguing
You only
for, bro.
understand one kind of light. Your
Christ
mind is
Michael
thinking
just
on
hit
a
it on the
linear
head.
basis.
Christ
Okay?
Michael just bust you in your fucking head. He just told you that the light that you see, that's not the only light. So for you to eliminate light And space meaning there's no electrons, there's no photons, there's no X-ray, gamma rays, there's no radio, there's no infrared, there's none of that shit. When you say light, you're talking about the entire electromagnetic spectrum. Hold on. Let me finish cooking. Let me finish cooking. Look, let me finish cooking. Let me finish. No, don't hold me out. Don't stop me. Let me finish cooking. Brother, let me finish cooking and you will understand what I'm saying. Again, if you eliminate light, which is the entire electromagnetic spectrum, that means you don't have chemistry. Without chemistry, you don't have chemical reactions that actually start stars and create matter. You would not have it. So if you don't understand that the processes that light, photons, electrons go through to create matter, and then for you to ask me, oh, if we take all the light out the universe, nigga, your body created out of light. It's held together by electrons. What are you talking about?
Right.
If you eliminate all the light in the universe, your ass won't exist.
Do you know that there's light? Do you know that there's light that travels 5 times faster than the speed of light? There are angels. They are angels. All you see is light in flight. And guess what? They fly 5 times faster than the speed of light. Angels. I'm not even talking about the spirit.
What is going on here today? What is this like? Y'all did y'all take a pill or something? The red pill or the blue pill? What's going on?
You need to go look up Urantia.org.
Hold
That's
up, brother. What I was saying to
I love you, man. I need you to open your mind now. Don't let your pride hold you back in life.
I don't even know what you're arguing. You don't even hold on, brother, because you said there is no chemistry without light, brother. So I asked you, is there any whether there's chemistry or not, is there any substance without light? Can we go beyond space?
Of course there's substance without light.
I'm talking to Anu and you. Go ahead. Of course there's, so that means that if there's substance without light, now let me ask you, did light come out of that substance?
Well, light is light. There are different kinds of light. The light of the whole
brother. We already established there's different kinds of light.
I'm trying to tell you the sun, the light that you're talking about. I'm trying to classify the light that you're talking about. The light that you're talking about is coming from the sun up in the sky.
You don't have to show all your knowledge. I asked a question.
My knowledge don't mean shit without wisdom. And without love, it's still a pack of nonsense.
It's a simple question because you agreed. You said without light, there's still substance. So I'm asking you, is that the same substance that the light would have had to come out of? That's a very simple question.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
All right.
See what happened
so
to you.
that's where
I know where you're coming from. I know where you're coming from. Because the human mind always wants to start to think, where is God? And God came out of the darkness. Talking shit. Darkness to you because you don't know shit. That's why it's darkness.
Brother, where did the light come from? If you said you could take
the light has always been. That's what y'all don't understand. Okay. Light electromagnetism has always been. There's never been
where did God come from?
Okay.
That's what he's gonna ask.
There's never been a time where light did not exist. Light exists because God exists. Light has always existed. There has never been a time where light didn't exist. Always.
Hold on, light. Do you agree? Light is light made of particles?
Of course it is.
It's particles and waves.
All right, hold on.
Hello. Space is made of particles.
Keep jumping in. I just asked him a question. Made of particles. You don't need. So if light's made of particles, brother Anu, and so what comes
first? It's not just particles. It's a particle wave duality. Why you separating them? Light is particle and wave. Why you separating them?
All right. Which comes first, the wave or the particle?
No, they're both one and the same. The particle wave duality. Do you understand, brother? Right. Do you understand what duality means?
They're not one and the same. No,
brother. Okay, hold on. Cross Michael, hold on. So next vortex. What does E equals MC squared mean? What does that mean?
Brother,
What does E equals MC squared mean? What does that mean?
Brother,
Just answer the question. What does E equals MC squared?
What does it mean? What you have to do.
No, don't show me. Just tell me what. Just tell me what E equals. Just explain to us what E equals MC squared is.
Your mentor and show you.
Bruh, like how you gonna mentor me when you don't even understand particle wave duality? How you gonna be my teacher when you don't understand? You don't understand particle wave duality. How are you gonna be my teacher? How? You don't understand, and you don't understand the inference of wave particle duality. You don't understand inference of wave particle duality. How are you gonna be my teacher?
Okay.
I'll listen to Christ Michael about this shit before I listen to your ass. You a doubter and you don't fucking believe in God, bro.
Who told you that?
You did.
I never told you that.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we ought to go rewind our debate.
Yeah, I never told you I didn't believe in God, bro. I may not believe in your God. I don't know whatever God you believe in, but I believe in the all-encompassing consciousness.
How you have consciousness without light?
Easily.
Explain how you have consciousness with light. Go.
All right. First of all, consciousness is before space and time. That's the first thing you got to realize, grasshopper. So, and I already know where you're at. And you're ignorant because you see consciousness is before space and time. Okay, so this is the consciousness is actually what you call God, but you don't know what it is. That's what people call the divine intelligence that permeates everything, and that is not light. Light is created from consciousness. All things come from consciousness. That's how I know you don't.
Can you show me? Give me an example of some consciousness?
I can't do nothing with you interrupted me. So
you interrupted while we was talking.
That's the process.
You was talking all through our shit, bro. What are you talking about?
That's the process of creation. So like, I can't even, like I said, that's as far as our conversation can go because I can already see where you're at.
Because look, I asked you a specific question. I asked you a specific question, and you just sat here and did the atheist shuffle. You just did the atheist shuffle around my question. I asked you to demonstrate how you have consciousness without light. That's what I asked you, and you just that bullshit you just said did not answer nothing I asked you.
Yeah,
so again, I'm going to allow you this chance to fucking redeem yourself. Go ahead, explain to us how you have consciousness without light. Explain it.
Easily, I just explained it, but it went over your head.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What you did was just go some bullshit, and that shit didn't answer nobody's question. So answer the question that I gave it to you. Answer it. How do you come to the truth? How do you have consciousness without light?
Nah, you got it, brother. You got it. You got me on that one. You got it.
Man, go find me a former opponent, bro. Go find me a former opponent, bro. This nigga's washed up because he ain't got no info. You just seen that shit, bro. You just seen that shit, nigga. The nigga don't understand inference when it comes to electromagnetism. The niggas will sit here and tell you that consciousness is God, but yet when you ask the nigga, how do you have consciousness without light, the nigga can't explain. That's because light is consciousness. That's because light, the energy of light is consciousness.
Made up of substance, sir.
Yeah, cuz, and so you saying that God isn't of substance? Exactly, like I said, you don't understand. You don't understand this shit, man.
Hold on.
You don't understand. They book tell you that God is a substance. It tells you that shit, man. Come on, man. Y'all stop playing.
God is not of the same substance of this substance. Just like you know, there's a difference.
Yeah, okay.
Between,
if that's the case, then why is God able to interact with this substance, bro? Like,
let me help you, brother. Hold on. You keep saying I ain't got no information, but I'm gonna give it to you like a child. I can right now I'm gonna use you an example. You're the creator.
Don't use
right?
me.
Brother,
Use your own motherfucking shit. Don't use me because you
I
don't know
don't know
me.
what you so hostile about, bro. But anyway,
I'm
listen,
not
man.
hostile, bro.
Right, Mike, I had right here on the thing.
If
You could
you
use me.
listen, anybody, right now, I am the source of my imagination. All right. I'm made of substance, but my vision is also made of a substance, but it's a different kind of substance. You understand what I'm saying? So when I want to create something,
Everybody
I
believes
can
they
right
fucking smart.
I can right now I can create
They don't even care about
a
righteousness.
whole let's say an
That's the thing about
apartment
it.
complex that's white and red. I
Everybody
can
running around
design
with
the
a
whole.
little intellectual fuck.
Hey yo, who the what the?
Hey, somebody got muted, Mike.
And so that is a substance, but it came from me, bro. You understand? So I'm the substance of the substance. But what's in my imagination has a substance. So the same way as above, so below. So the same way I create, the creator put his model in creation. That's why they say as above, so below. So the same way you create, if you imagine that the creator, what he creates is something that is being projected. You know what I'm saying? So the substance has a source. And maybe you can't imagine, so you can't imagine something that's saying that it's not of substance, and maybe a totally different type of substance exists, but atoms come out of the field, brother. The wave is first.
Boy,
Okay,
something,
and so
you will bore people with a
and
bunch of shit
so
that you run
and
on.
anyone that that's just common sense. The wave come first,
So,
bro,
so,
because
so,
actually
issues.
let me show you how.
Brother,
The
hold
world
on.
is
The
in
reason
trouble.
why
You
the
need
wave,
issues.
the
Let me
reason
show
why the
you how
wave
easily.
comes first,
Light and shit like that.
the reason we know the wave come first because it's really all a wave. Okay, the wave, even like you said, E equals MC squared, but it's the wave that's being condensed. So the atoms are the subatomic
Just running on with a
particles.
bunch of shit, man.
The subatomic particles are just mathematical probabilities. They come into existence. They're probabilities, but they're coming from
Okay, so
the
that's a lot of long. That's a lot of long-winded shit,
unified
bro.
field. So when you
So,
talk about light,
bro.
you need those particles that's
Can I
coming.
say something?
You
Am
need
I
those
allowed to say
particles
something?
that's coming. Y'all have hey man,
Can
nice
I
talking
say
to you,
something?
brother. You got it. Hey, we'll look through with JJ, and maybe we can set something up and do it right, brother. You know what I'm saying?
So you agree that God is consciousness, right?
Man, listen, you all need to discuss some things, what's happening on the planet, and what you're going to do about the things that is happening on the planet, like real men, like real lions up in here, okay, to serve the people. Talking about your light shit and trying to make yourself look good like you got knowledge, you only look like a fool. If this nation, the world is in trouble, what are you going to do with
Man,
it?
this dude
What are you going to do with the
talking
problems that
about a
we're
debate
faced
with
with
me,
water,
brother.
with food, with housing? What are you going to do with that? What are you
Hey,
going to do
yo,
with the
shout out to
righteousness?
the
What are you
Lions
going to do with the
Den.
plague that is
Peace,
hitting the
y'all.
nation right now?
This
What are you going to do with it?
I'm finna destroy your whole narrative. Do you believe
Y'all still letting our new Kakarot walk around here. For real.
Hey,
Bullshit. Ain't nobody cut his ass yet. Come on, man.
So look, he ran. So
Ain't nobody cut Anu ass. Nobody cut Anu ass because Anu is talking facts based on facts. Anu is talking something based on facts and faith combined. At the same
But hold
token,
on. Okay, right. So let's do it like this. I knew. Did I rebuttal anything that you said with facts?
You say what?
Did I rebut anything, any of your goddamn philosophies and beliefs with facts? Right?
You ain't rebutted anything.
Oh, nigga, you really gonna act like that, man? Come on, you ain't gotta lie.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Lex Vortex just told you that consciousness is God, right?
Good move. Segue, step around me. Yeah. Good move.
Because you came in and I was trying to get this shit off before he ran. Okay, so he says consciousness is God, right? That's fine. And he's saying that he's God and he's conscious And what he imagines is what materializes. But right now, if we ask this same kooky ass fanatic nigga to imagine a second sun in our solar system, will that second sun materialize? Hell no, it won't, because that nigga ain't no motherfucking God. That's why. That's why, because when it comes to the consciousness, when it comes to light and the consciousness of God, that shit has nothing to do with fucking humans. The light that we have is only borrowed. That's borrowed. That is the essence of God that is borrowed, that gives us the ability to move, think, and have activity of our limbs. So without that light, you don't have no damn consciousness. How you gonna have consciousness without a brain activity? Like, that's just stupid. That's just dumb. And it's like, it's just you don't believe in God. I'm a believer in God. I actually really do believe in God. I just don't believe in the concept that these kooky ass religious fanatics believe in. But I honestly believe God is light. God is the ultimate light of all light. And in him there is no darkness. I believe that shit wholeheartedly. And nobody can turn me from that shit.
The spark of light and life was brought down by the life carriers. The mother spirit of this universe provide that life spark to the energy bundle, that fusion. You understand? The mother spirit provides this. The Holy Ghost, she is known as. It's all connected to personalities. All this light thing you're talking about, believe me, there are persons behind all of this shit.
It is. It's personality. It's personality behind it. It's real. That's just real. That's why I keep trying to tell them. Yeah, because you look at that stuff with a human finite mind, you think that off, on, left, right, up, down, repel, and attraction is not intelligence, but it is. Because if your gene was turned off, that's the difference between you having the gills or wings. That's just an on or off switch inside of your genes. So for you to say that there's no intelligence in light, that's just fucking stupid. And then it's like you are a light being with light coursing through your body, and then you have the nerve to say light ain't conscious or light don't have an intelligence. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking retarded. Like if light don't have intelligence, that means God ain't intelligent. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand this shit, man. Like, like I said, the lack of people's faith is just really disturbing. All these people claiming to love God and follow God and all that shit, the lack of their faith is fucking disturbing when it comes to believing in the power of God. That's how the God manifests his power through light. Like, we see it every fucking day. You ought to thank God. You ought to thank God for the light. Thank him. Because if
spiritual luminosity. That's what it is called. Spiritual luminosity.
Yes, that's right. And spiritual luminosity do the same thing physical light does in the material world. It illuminates. It reveals. It shows you. It defines things. Without light, you wouldn't be able to define things. You see what I'm saying? It's the light that makes it possible for you to define what material things are. You see what I'm saying?
It's alive. It's alive.
It's alive. Tell them it's alive. The light is real. Real talk. And they don't understand it because they have reduced God to a human. When you reduce the almighty creator to a fucking human, you just put him in a box. You just put the whole God concept in a box, and God does not belong in that box. He does not belong in that box.
The perfect light is the light of paradise, the nuclear isle of paradise, the geographical source and center of all material reality.
That's right.
All material reality all energy, force, and power come from nether paradise. Upper paradise is residential. Peripheral paradise is where the worlds all hang out, and the super universes are governed from the headquarter worlds of the master spirits on the periphery of paradise.
That's right.
Upstairs is residential. Underneath, that's where paradise is an absolute. It's not a person, but it has a function.
That's right. And that's what I keep trying to tell them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to experience God from a human understanding, and that's kind of hard to do when God ain't a human. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, I don't know how many times we could sit here and hammer this in their heads. God is not a human. Can God manifest in human form? Yes, but God is not a human.
Well, in the case of Christ Michael, God is man and God in one blended personality.
That's right. Particle wave duality. That's exactly what that is. You are physical and you spiritual at the same time. You are physical and you are light at the same time. That's right. That is 100% correct. And that's why I keep trying to tell people, read that Urantia. Read it.
That's
and
why
it's going to enlighten you. It will enlighten the hell out of you. I never heard about the Urantia until Christ Michael brought it up. It's the first time I ever heard of it. And I did what he asked me to do. He said, go read it, go study it, and I did, and I became enlightened by doing it. So I tell everybody, hey, go read the Urantia.
Heaven working with you. The whole of heaven working with you. Could you imagine having all them angels and all them spirits, those perfecters of wisdom, divine counselors, mighty messengers, and all them just feeding you, beings with experiences you can't even imagine, feeding you the rivers of life.
That's right.
People take so much for granted today. And no matter how you tell these people to go read it, they still want to stick with their skull and frickin' bones and rabbit paws.
Yeah, man. Like I said, in the end, I'm all game. And I don't see nothing wrong with person using religion as a moral compass, but at the same time, like I said, when you read that book, it tells you seeing is believing, and the fact that we're using science to observe the creation, we're using science to define our reality. Yes, seeing is believing, and that's exactly what they're doing. The book says, "Study to show thyself approved." That's exactly what science is doing. So to me, science is a better belief system than religion, because at least science gives room to correct itself when it's an error. But when it comes to religion is absolute, and there is no questioning the doctrine or dogma of that religion unless you are deemed an unbeliever or unworthy. You understand what I'm saying? But in the scientific world, when you don't believe and you're a critic about something, you have to go put in the due diligence to find out if what you're saying is real or false, or what they're saying is real or false. And that's the difference between religion and science. I agree that science can be dogmatic. It can. I agree that people can weaponize science. I agree. But at the same time, at the core of science is mentalism and learning and knowledge. And it's the book saying about people.
Religion is poisonous.
It say my people die from a lack of knowledge. It didn't say my people die from a lack of belief. So the fact that you're not studying everything around you, you're not intaking all this information around you, all of this experience around you, you're not experiencing none of this stuff, that right there is that you living in sin, which is ignorance.
It was science that freed. It is science that freed the people from a tyrannical church.
That's right.
It is science that freed us from the tyranny of the damn church. When the church, they had to run from the church to come over here to America, and then the Industrial Revolution, all that. So the people got independent and didn't have to be under that totalitarianistic, tyrannical rule of the papacy and all them.
That's right. Hey, Michael's spitting that fire.
He's spitting that fire. Yep. Yeah. So you see, what happened is now science gotta chill now, and religion gotta chill, and they gotta meet in the middle. That's my
right.
job. That's what
right. And Christ Michael, that's been my whole mission, dealing with this, is fusing spirituality and science together, because they always was one in the beginning, and they should be one in the end, and we should not be trying to put a defining line between them, because they're one and the same. You can't have spirit without physical. You can't have physical without spirit. So why the fuck do you keep on separating the two?
Thank you. You can do your science all you want, but without God, a godless what? Man, you're going to have all kinds of world wars, butchery, animosities, and atrocities and calamities in the map. You would never imagine what the world will go to with a godless planet, a secular planet with just scientific applications without a God, a functional God. You gotta be joking.
Oh man, like when if the world just was completely just scientific like that, bro, like this would not be a pleasant place to live. It just wouldn't. Everything
would be scientific with no God.
Yeah, like that should have become robotic, bro. Like you don't like that's not normal.
Robotic, because there wouldn't be no humans left. Because we already kill out one another and replace us with machines. We would about you right. There will be no humans.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. You take God out of any situation, politics, business, science. You take God out, you're looking for trouble. Without God, that's the end of it. God created it.
That's what we saying when it came to the educational system. Once they took God and prayer and shit out of school, all type of shit started happening. Like I said, I might not necessarily agree with all the religious concepts, but I gotta agree that religion is a good moral compass for people if you're using religion wisely. If you're using it wisely, but religion can be weaponized, which is what we've been seeing ever since this patriarchy bullshit took over. We've been seeing religion weaponized, and that's the reason why it's a tyranny over us. That's why it holds tyranny over us like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like religion puts a cap, it puts a ceiling over you. You know what I'm saying? But science also put a cap over you and a ceiling over you. It's just a little higher than the religious ceiling, that's all. But it's still a ceiling because in the end they can't honestly tell you what is and what isn't. They can't tell you where the fuck this shit began and where it ends. They really can't. It's all theoretical. It's all hypothesis. They don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? So in the end of the day, like when we get to talking about randomness and the probability of all of this shit just falling into place in order for life to exist, this shit sounds unheard of. You know what I'm saying? I like the analogy that I heard of this one guy made, and he was like, if you take a box of crayons, right? He said, you toss some shit up in the earth. He said, what's the probability that all the yellows are going to fall with the yellows, all the reds are going to fall with the reds, all the greens are going to fall with the greens? He said, well, what's the possibility in that? And he said, it's damn near impossible. So the idea that life just sprung up out of nowhere and just automatically had the right direction and programming to produce life, that right there in itself said, okay, this shit was organized. Yeah, this shit was organized somehow. Somehow this stuff became into organization. So how did this come into organization? You see what I'm saying? Then you have to track. You have to go back and find out what is the common denominator of all of these things. And when you find out, you're gonna realize it's that light, it's that electromagnetism that is that one thing that links us to the spiritual realm and it links us to the physical realm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only using the word electromagnetism because we have no other words to define this phenomenon. We have no, I can't give it a name. I'm not going to be as pompous and egotistical enough to slap a name on this thing that we call God, because I don't want to fall into idol worship. You see what I'm saying? So I don't call God by names that ain't God. So I only define God by its function and how it relates to me. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, yeah, if you don't, when you go outside and you feel the warmth of the sun, you feel that shit, nigga, that's God hugging you. That's God loving on you. That's what that is. And you just don't perceive it as such. You know what I mean? Like the fact that it's a burning ball of fucking electric plasma up in the damn sky every fucking day, and can't nobody explain why that shit's there, why we ain't feeling to it. They can't explain that shit, and like I said, the only other shit they can go to is God. But scientists don't want to admit that shit. They don't want to admit that, hey, this shit must be intelligent. They don't want to admit, oh damn, the planets might be alive. The planets are alive. The solar system is alive. The universe is alive. They just don't want to admit it. It's all alive, all of it. The entire, the space, all of it, it's all alive. It's all part of the same system. That's like looking at your skin and thinking your skin not alive, or thinking that your organs ain't alive because you don't see them shit. It's all alive. Everything is alive. Well, else we wouldn't be in motion. Everything in motion is alive. Everything is in motion. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just ramble. I gotta fuck in. It's time for me to put this work
The
in
only
here.
stationary, the only
I don't know if
stationary
I
thing,
agree that everything is alive.
the only stationary thing in existence is paradise. Hello. The only stationary thing in existence is paradise.
What do you mean stationary?
Even the dead matter, the electrons is moving, but it's very slow in the heavy stuff. Okay, they're moving very slow. There's only one stationary place that is not a place. It's the geographical source and center. That's paradise. That's the only stationary thing. Everything moves around paradise. Everything.
So if this thing has no frequency and it's not moving, there's no vibrations.
What do you mean?
It's kind of like saying it don't exist.
It's paradise.
So Andrew, you gotta define what is moving, because everything alive moves. Everything
Yeah, he just said it was someplace that's not moving, that is stationary.
Yeah, it is. In the center of all things, in the center of all atoms. This shit ain't moving.
You don't think that's moving at all?
The center,
move around, revolve
center,
around.
the center ain't moving. The center ain't moving. It's the electrons. It's the electrons that are orbiting around atoms that are doing the moving. It's those things that are doing the moving. It's not the atom. It's not the.
You saying the nucleus don't move? That's what you're saying.
But
the nucleus don't move. And so when he's talking about,
everything is circulating around paradise. Cycles around paradise. There is the stuff in the middle.
Like 10 people talking at once.
It's moving.
Yeah, so when he's talking about when he's talking about paradise, bro, you got, and this is why I keep on trying to tell you, y'all got to start looking at stuff from a physics point of view, and it just start making sense. That is the nucleus.
Did he say the nucleus don't move? Somebody said that. Right?
Well, I'm saying that. Christ Michael not saying that. I'm saying that the nucleus don't move because I identify paradise as the nucleus to all of these people. You see what I'm saying? So because the nucleus is not moving, we moving around the nucleus. All of us are moving around the nucleus. When you look at the center,
you said the nucleus is paradise.
Yeah.
But he said, okay, but if it's not, it has no vibration. It's not no frequency in it. It's stationary. It's dead.
It's the things around it. It's the things that's around it that are moving though. Just like when you look at a
what is gravity? What is gravity? You see, you talking about
gravity?
Gravity is what has everything.
One more time.
There's wheels within wheels. Motion within motion. It's ever swirling. And it gets larger and larger, macro and micro. Believe me. And it's never ending.
Okay. I think nucleus do move though. I don't. I'm trying to understand what y'all talking about though. You said a paradise is the nucleus and things are moving around the paradise.
Well, when you use paradise as a nucleus, you're talking about the nucleus of existence. In other words, what you're trying to say is from that nucleus, all your bodies, every body, every material, all these worlds, all that, from that nucleus, on the nether side of that nucleus, came Fuchsian force, then transmuted down by beings. Hear me now, by beings, transmuted, transformers, okay, force organizers, power directors. All of these things are real beings. and they transmute force to energy. And then further beings down there, power directors, transform that energy to power the universes, to create energy lanes. You can't see these beings in motion, but these beings are there, impinging upon all the elements, all these energy factors, and directionizing, powerizing, directionizing currents that power the universes. This is real, this reality. And you know, all these things we be doing on earth is what we really, the angels and the hosts of heaven is actively engaged in our education, in our evolution, to bring us higher and higher, to come up to that cosmic and universal exercise, that cosmic and universal understanding, comprehension, and grasp. That cosmic and your universe family, personalities. What matters more to you than your mother and your father and your sisters and your brothers here? You are only going through the process of mother, father, sisters, and brothers so you could learn how to love and how to be selfless instead of selfish in the kingdom of the living God. This whole thing is all about this. There's nothing in existence that didn't come from paradise. Nothing. An upper paradise is where what is residential, timeless and spaceless, existential reality. There's no need for sequence. God don't have to go through time and space to accomplish nothing. It is not sequential. He think it is. I know you cannot imagine that kind of thinking. You cannot imagine that kind of light.
Michael, let me give.
Hey, so if you can't see these beings, like how are you detecting them to know that they even there?
Andrew, let me make it a little more plain for you, bro. Okay, so would you say that your heart is stationary?
No.
Your heart is stationary. It don't move from the place that it's in.
It beats. You have a heartbeat.
Well, it beats, but it does not move. It's stationary. It stays in one place. What about your brain? Is your brain?
You can't say it's not moving if it has a beat. It literally beats.
No. You can. I can run in place. I'm stationary. That's stationary. I'm not moving from the place that I'm in. That's stationary. You don't agree?
Okay, so
what about a tree? Is a tree stationary?
But you got to remember, he said it had no frequency, no vibration, that this thing is not moving at all, that things are moving around it. That's not the same as a heart.
Everything came from it.
Listen, I have to break it down.
Everything came from what?
Hold on. I got to break
every material thing in everything in existence
came from what?
Came from nether paradise.
Bro, what is that?
It didn't come out from nether paradise like this. It came broken down the
because Mike, what it is what you saying is too high. You gotta bring it down to a level where people can understand it.
Well, let me put it this way. All the worlds and all these things, all these things, what you're talking about, the crystallization of matter. Okay, the attenuation, modification of matter, bringing it down on a linear level of material plane. You have to come from something greater and to be broken down, and then you got to come back up. But if you try to come back up to learn knowledge and to understand God or understand where all this energy and all these words come from, if you want to use your method of starting from the bottom and working your way up, you'll never get there. You have to go straight up to the top to God and start from there. And that's why the Urantia book starts out first with the forward on the Universal Father. So that you could learn your beginning.
Let's just start slow. Right, because you're saying some very interesting things, and I want to be on your level. So, first of all, how are you talking to God? How does that work?
How do you talk to God?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Without faith, you're wasting your time. Without faith, you need faith to talk to God because you can't see God. So without faith, you wouldn't be able to please God. So you have to have faith to believe in what you cannot see, what you cannot comprehend, what you cannot possibly find out all about in this one lifetime. You have to believe in logically and reasonably and justifiably by you being a creature, accepting your creator. Because without a creator, there's no creature.
Okay.
And so when you have faith first, then you're going to start talking to that God. Because you're going to start trying to find out God. And God is going to see your heart and judge you and answer you according to your heart and your motive and your intentions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So you gotta have faith. That seems to be like the staple and all this this religion, spirituality stuff. You gotta have some type of faith. Okay. So with the faith bestowed upon you, right? How do you know that you're talking to your deity? Because faith just means you have to believe, no matter what. Like regardless of facts, you gotta believe. Yeah, but I'm asking you, how do you know you're talking to your deity?
That's the point. You know because of your faith.
No, I'm gonna ask you one more time.
You get confirmation after you talk. When you know, first of all, if you are sincere in your heart, there's no way, it's impossible for you not to get an answer. You will get an answer.
That's a
and
big
if you
jump.
playing with God, you will get an answer, but you might not like it. So believe me when I tell you, you got to have faith, and when you have faith, you're gonna have confirmation. Because God is the type, He will never turn you away. When you seek Him, you will find Him. When you ask, whatever you ask for, you will get.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one more time because maybe you didn't understand what I was asking. Like, of course you can have faith. There's nothing wrong with having faith. It's a great thing to have faith. But faith only means that you believe in something minus the facts. You don't need any facts. You just believe in them. So I'm asking you, how do you know that you're talking to God when you're talking to your deity? How do you know that?
Andrew, first you got to understand.
You're talking to God. You have to know that you're talking to God, and also you're going to see it in your confirmation. God will send you confirmation to let you know. Supernatural confirmation.
First, you got to understand this, Andrew.
Supernatural confirmation.
Hold on. Check this out. This is what you got to understand, Andrew. Faith is not just belief. Faith is rooted in knowledge of knowing what's going to happen is going to occur with or without you putting your input in it. So you have faith every day when you go to sleep that you're going to wake up and the sun going to be in the sky. You have faith in that. Because you know.
Intellect. That's intellect. In other words, you're right. You are faith, but you must be intelligent.
That's something that's just gonna happen. Our planet gonna rotate. For over 1 billion years, the same thing been happening every single day. You don't need any faith to know that the sun gonna be there.
That's why you got faith in the sun gonna be there. Is because it's been there for millions of years. That's why you have faith in it.
No, I don't have faith in it. I know it's going to be there. There's nothing happening to say that the sun is not going to be there. I don't need faith or trust in it.
Stars burn out all the time, so we know that for a fact. So you could look up one day and it's not there, right?
No, you have never looked up and the sun ain't come up. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. Look, so this one. Let me give it to you on a lower level, bro. When every time you go sit down in the chair, do you check all the bolts and screws?
No.
Why?
Because it's just a chair. Like I hope it's working. If it's not working, somebody look. If the chair wasn't working, it wouldn't be sitting there. It'd be broken already.
You don't check the bolts.
If you don't come as a child, you can't enter the kingdom of God.
You said what?
If you don't come as a child, you waste your time.
So understand this, Andrew, understand this, right? The reason why you don't check the bolt and the chair is because you have faith in the integrity of the structure of the chair. You have faith that that tubular steel and those bolts and that plastic in that chair is going to hold up your weight. You know that because you have seen other people sit in chairs. You know that because you know that steel is stronger than you are. You know the plastic is more durable.
I've seen people fall on chairs. I've seen people stumble over chairs. So before you sit down, you usually grab the chair, make sure it's sturdy, then you push a button.
I don't.
You don't got to do that with the sun.
No, I don't. I usually, when I see a chair, I'll automatically sit down. I don't check to see
you ain't fell enough.
That's because as soon as I sit down, the truth is self-evident. I know when the chair is fucked up. Because as soon as I sit down, my weight starts fucking displacing. So I immediately get my ass up like, oh, this chair is broke. Because
that's kind of misleading because you can see a chair is fucked up before you even sit down on it. Before you even sit down on that bitch, you're like, this motherfucker might break or it might hold me up.
Not necessarily, but bro, what I'm telling you is that faith is rooted in what you know. And see, if you know that God got you, if you know that God is with you, when you speak, when you talk to God, you know that God is speaking back to you because you get signs that only you recognize. You see what I'm saying? It's only personal to you. It's not personal to everybody else. Just you.
Oh, okay. Like a subjective reality. So again, like, how do we know this shit is real? How do you know it's true?
It don't have to be.
What confirmation are we getting to say that I'm actually talking to somebody? Like, because you just said it's in your mind, it's just in your head. It's only personal to the person. So it's like, how do we know like this person ain't tripping out right now?
And your relationship with God is personal. That we all share the same reality, but your relationship with God is personal, brother. Your walk with God is personal. You see what I'm saying? So can't nobody tell you or distinguish to you what God is or who God is to you. Because in your intellect, in your mind, and the way you process information, it might not necessarily come off like that. I'm a prime example. I was raised Christian, bro. I was raised believing this Christianity bullshit, bro. You see what I'm saying?
I get that. I'm just asking the relationship between you and God. I get that.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that. I'm saying, how do you know what the relationship that you got is even real? Like you just said, it's in your head.
Because it's a personal
how do we know?
Because you get personal confirmation.
And what does that look like?
It just might come as a revelation of some sort. It might come as something materializing in front of you. I'll give you an example. This whole God is light thing. We just came up with that shit just trying to debate with Hebrews, right? I never expected that whole God is light shit to just manifest in front of me like that. But guess what? I know now that I'm on the right path because I've received confirmation from all of the sources around me. And so now I know that this is actually God putting me on this path, and not
get off the couch like that.
You know what I'm saying? I know that this is God putting me on the path, and not just me. You know what I'm saying? Just coming up with some shit because I'm smart or intelligent. This is direct. This is direct. This is direct. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why it's so potent, because it's direct. You know what I'm saying?
So even then, like, okay, you said even though nobody else can confirm that you actually have a relationship with God, because it's just a personal thing. Nobody else can confirm it. Nobody else can say, yeah, this person is correct. It's just you and them. So even though you say how do you know he spoke to you, or how do you say we get some type of confirmation?
Right.
And how do we know we're not just experiencing confirmation bias? Like we think something, and therefore in our conscious mind we go out into the world and we start seeing things like, oh yeah, see, this correlates with what I believe because that's how you see it in your head.
Like the book tells
I'm asking, how do we know this stuff is real beyond just our own little personal shit? Like I was talking to a group of brothers yesterday. They was telling me about the Mandela effect, but they couldn't get past like how do we prove this is real beyond ourselves? And this seemed like the same thing with this God thing. Like we can't get nowhere with it because everybody's just like, well, it don't matter what everybody else thinks. It's just like what I think about it. And that's not really how common consensus work on things.
This is the thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with the whole personal experience and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody really tell you that. Like, can't like nothing. It's just like me trying to explain to somebody else who you are. Like I could sit there and tell them that shit all fucking day, but until they actually talk to you or experience you, they actually never know you. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. If your concept of God is rooted in different ideologies, like a lot of these idol worshippers believe God is some type of man. Like you know what I'm saying? So their confirmation comes through man. It literally comes through man. My concept of God comes through light. So guess what? My confirmation came through light. Yours might be nature or the trees or the water, and then you will get a confirmation from the trees or the water. It might be an article that pop up. It might be a conversation that you overheard from somebody else just walking down the street, and those are spiritual confirmations. You see what I'm saying? Like, how many times have you been thinking about some shit, and then all of a sudden you turn on the TV, boom, there it is. Or you turn on the internet, boom, there it is. The same concept that you were just sitting there thinking about. Those are called spiritual confirmations, and it's up to you to accept those as confirmations or not. You know what I'm saying? But signs and symbols is for the conscious mind. And if you're a conscious person, then you're going to absorb the signs and symbols for what they are, which is confirmation of the intelligence.
Okay, so if you around your buddies and you talking about I don't know, let's just say something random like golden necklaces. Everybody want a golden rope. You know what I'm saying? That just happened to be the conversation of the day, and you inspired to save your money to get these golden ropes, and you didn't quite save up the money that you needed, but you happen to save up $50 for your golden rope. And next thing you know, you get on Facebook, and I guess an ad pops up on your timeline for golden ropes for $30. Is that also a spiritual confirmation?
Yeah, I mean, rooted in materialism, but yeah, yes, it is.
So we might as well call the whole the whole corporation of America some type of spiritual confirmation, because all that shit is the corporate mindset. It's just the business aspect of it. It's just them using technology to get closer to you, to get into your pocket. It's not really a spiritual confirmation at all. These motherfuckers just taking shit from you.
You can look it like that, but when you're talking about spirituality, you're still talking about an association, organization of thoughts and ideas, which is no different than a system of government. It's no different. Nigga, what controls or governs? What is the governor of your mentality or your imagination? Like, what is it? What is it? You see what I'm saying? So it's like in the end, you're gonna have this walk, bro. You're gonna have to find out on your own, because nobody can actually differentiate it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell you what my perspective is and how I see it, but you might not experience it like that. You see what I'm saying? And it's like in the end, we're all gonna come down to the same truth, because all truth is self-evident. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, you don't have to believe. You don't have to believe. You could go off of what you know. But what you know, you need to know for certain, which is the reason why you need to have a good grasp on religion, different religious systems. You need to have a good grasp on them. And then once you get a good grasp on those spiritual systems, then you can get a good grasp on science and physics. And then you start fusing them together, and you will start seeing where they all correlate. And then the shit that don't correlate, nigga, you can put that in the box with all the other whimsical ass shit. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? When that shit don't make no logical sense.
It don't make sense to me. I just leave it alone.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm gonna hop back on here in a second.
Who up here? What's going on, Dennis? What's up, Karima?
What's up, yo?
Nothing. Just
yeah, man.
Crazy talk.
I was listening. I couldn't take it, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I'm over here scratching my head too. I'm like, is this nigga serious right now, man? I know he a free thinker, man. He be deep off into some shit.
Yeah, but you know, there's sometimes that I can't deal with it, man. I mean, sometimes I'll engage in it, but you know, sometimes I just
that Christ Michael got a negative effect on our people.
Yeah, what is he about though? Because it's my first time hearing about him.
Man, I truly have no idea. All I know is he has this thick ass book called the Rancho Cucamonga, and he be reading
What
that
is
shit.
that?
And I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's some I ain't never even heard of. It's I don't know. Apparently it's supposed to be spirituality mixed with astrophysics, according to what Anu was saying. But it sounds pseudo to me.
But spirituality as in supernatural stuff?
Yeah, because they still talking about God. They still talking
Yeah,
about
but you
God. Still talking about like paradises and shit. Like they was telling me that the paradise is 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 the paradise is stationary and that's the only thing that's stationary in the universe and everything else moves around that. It's just like I don't know, man. Stuff I
this
couldn't
is
even
where
wrap my head around.
it goes wrong because you can't mix science with supernatural stuff.
No, you can't. It'll
Science
never make
studies the
sense.
natural. So right away you know something going wrong right there.
Absolutely.
Once you say paradise and afterlife, you're not talking about science anymore.
But they kept telling me that it's deep rooted in astrophysicists or something. I don't
No,
know because
that
it did. I didn't sound like it at all. He was like this. I don't know. I can't say half the shit I was hearing. It was out there. There's some in the refrigerator. You got two arms, two legs, and a brain. Go ahead. Ain't no baby no more.
see, this is the stuff. It's if people are religious, it's not a problem for me. You can have your religion, but if you're gonna do religion, do religion. If you're gonna do science, do science. Don't make it seem like one is the other.
Yeah. No, then you get people who talk philosophy and try to entangle religion into that, and then they try to use scientific lingo, and it's like, hold on, man, it
Mm-hmm.
sound cool, but your shit ain't
Yeah,
adding up, man.
and use scientific buzzwords and trying to make trying to polish off their ideas.
Like, nah, I'm a little bit older than that. You can't do that to me. For sure. I'm
I
waiting
heard
on
that the
At the Ruben debate, man.
Ruben and Tokori is gonna debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they debating about? The same Kemet
Uh,
thing.
yeah, something about Kemet and the determinatives within a language, and is a determinative